Proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much. We are ready for hockey for Jacksonville tonight. They're going to go with Francois Brassard in net. He finished as the runner-up for the ECHL Goaltender of the Month. And truthfully, I'm surprised he didn't win it. He was a perfect 5-0. He had a goals against of, I believe, 1.67, save percentage of 94%. So he has been red hot for Jacksonville. Overall, he has 10-3, 1-1 on the season. A minuscule goals against average of 2.09 for Francois Brassard, save percentage of 91.7%. For Orlando in goal tonight, it is Brad Barone. Barone leads the entire ECHL in numerous categories, mostly based on games played. He leads in appearances, but also in wins, and in minutes, and in saves. He has been the bell cow for Orlando most all season long, and he's got good numbers to back it up. 18, 12, 3-0 for Barone. He's got a pair of shutouts, goals against average 2.64. His save percentage is excellent at 92.3. Jacksonville wins the face-off, dropped by your referee tonight, Alex Normandin. We are underway as the Icemen, back to the Icemen, no longer the Lizard Kings after a rough weekend. Jacksonville with a shootout loss and then a regulation loss over the weekend in their 2 games as the Jacksonville Lizard Kings. And here come the Icemen again. Left side, it's Howarchuk on goal. Save is made by Barone. Rebound swept up the boards by Orlando. And here comes Tyler Bird trying to cut to the inside. Nothing doing there. Howarchuk bangs it off the glass and knocks it to center. Solar Bears try to bring it back in, but it's intercepted by the Icemen. McCallchuk tries to get it loose. Brendan Harris taps it free from McCallchuk. He skates into the zone. He'll play it behind the Orlando net. McGinnis first on it, but stepping in is Harris, trying to center. Couldn't get it free. Loose along the near side corner, and the Icemen pick up the loose change. It is Howarchuk. That was Berzola behind the net. Berzola centering feed, trying to find Lodermeyer. Knocked away and cleared out by Orlando. It will go all the way to the Jacksonville zone. Brassard's going to play it all the way to center ice. He finds Harris. Over the blue line for Lodermeyer. Another dump back in by Jacksonville. A little more than a minute gone by. No score yet. Solar Bears play it up the wall at the blue line. Here comes Orlando. Over the line is Odin Tufto. Drop pass picked off by Jacksonville. Here they come in transition. Maybe a 3-on-2. Harris over the blue line. Couldn't get the drop pass, but holding in is Berzola. Berzola by himself looks for a trailer. Can he find one? He's double teamed. He never could get it to Pavel Vorobe, his defensive partner. Jacksonville was in the middle of a line change, and the Solar Bears with an airmail pass trying to find Chaykovich. Tapped free by the Icemen. James Sanchez back in it for Jacksonville. Over the line. Jacksonville's onside. Sanchez looks to center. It is deflected up high. Comes free for Lynch. Turnaround shot, and he fanned on it. And it comes loose for the Solar Bears. And Jake Transit. Transit tries to step around a man. Evingson lost his stick briefly. He gets it back up. Puck bounces into the air. Sanchez tries to tap it free, but the Solar Bears hold it in the zone. Brodzinski with a wrister. That whistles wide to the far side. Held in by Nolan Valou, returning to Orlando. I think it's his 3rd stint with the Solar Bears as Jacksonville plays to center, and then Lynch is tripped up. Penalty coming. Jacksonville still has possession. Backhander on net by Evingson. Save made by Barone. Whistle blows, and a power play coming up for Jacksonville. This is our first whistle of the game with 17:31 to go in period number 1. Luke Boca heading into the box, and the Icemen head to the power play. Jacksonville is 18th in the league with the man advantage at 18.0%. Orlando's penalty kill 12th overall at 81.9%. Both teams very effective against each other on the power play this year. Both teams going at exactly a 22% clip. As Orlando gets a steal, they'll play it out all the way to Brassard. Brassard plays it up the wall, and it's going to be offside against Orlando. That was nearly dangerous, as Tyler Bird almost stole that puck inside the offensive zone, but couldn't quite do it. So again, both teams very effective with the man advantage against the other team. Jacksonville 6 for 27 overall. Orlando 5 for 22 against the Icemen. Jacksonville is without a couple of key contributors tonight, not just for the power play, but in general. No Craig Martin tonight, missing a game, upper body injury. Also, no Brandon Fortunato from a lower body injury. Hopefully both of those are short term. Puck trickles into the Orlando zone. Solar Bears with it, loose in the slot. Forehand save is made. Rebound for Harris. He can't pull the trigger on a shot. He gets it back and Jacksonville holds it in. Big turnover from Orlando. Jacksonville couldn't capitalize. Now it's Harris. Down low for Lodermeyer. Poke checked away by Barone. That was beautiful play by the goaltender. Loose for Michael Brodzinski, and Brodzinski will wrist it off the boards and out. Francois Brassard feeding it all the way to center. Brendan Harris drifting back into his own zone. Still 1:06 to go on the power play for Jacksonville. It is Sean Giles behind his own net. When Barone looks good early, he often continues that play, so Jacksonville would love to beat him early on in this contest. Here come the Icemen skating in, clean entry into the zone. Howardchuk takes it behind the net. Solar Bears look to clear. They can't do it yet. Packed. They'll try it again behind their own net, feeding it for McInnes on the left side, wristing it off the wall and out. Back behind the Jacksonville cage with 38 seconds to go on the power play. Brassard leaving the puck for Sean Giles. Giles stick handling out. Dishes to the right for James Sanchez. He'll wrist it around the glass, comes all the way to the far side. Orlando gets a piece of it. They get it to Brodzinski. He'll fire it out. And just 20 seconds to go on the power play now for the Icemen. Jacksonville's had just one opportunity. It was a great one, but Brad Barone denies. And now the Solar Bears get a steal at center ice. Trying to play it in deep. They'll get it back into the Jacksonville zone. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Howardchuk rims it around. Barone unable to stop it behind the net. Teams are now at full strength as the Solar Bears get a man back. Luke Boca stays on the ice as Orlando has it in their own zone. Trying to clear, held in by Pearl. Rister goes over the crossbar on a deflection. Comes to the far side half wall for Vlad Mikalchuk. Mikalchuk trying to get it down low. Looking for Lodermeyer. Lodermeyer unable to set up Dominic Sacco on the play. And Orlando breaks out. Tyler Bird skating through center. He'll knock it off the boards. Could be icing. Are they going to call this one icing? They will. I think that's a break for Jacksonville. It's going to be an offensive zone face-off for the Icemen. I think that Jacksonville could have played that puck a couple of times over. Maybe feeding a little, getting a little closer towards the puck, but they chose to turn in an opposite direction. Jacksonville gets the offensive zone draw out of it, though. Newcomer on the ice as well for Jacksonville. It is Roshan Jazwal, and he has the puck right now. Jaswal with a wrister. It goes wide to the far post. He's a big 6'3" defenseman. 6'3", 195 for Jaswal. He has played in this building already this year, but as a member of the Maine Mariners and also the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. But now he gets to do it on home ice. As the puck goes towards Francois Brassard, an easy backhander. He'll scoop it up. And the draw now comes into the Icemen zone. Also of note tonight, Jacksonville donning the gray third jerseys with the script Jacks on the front. I believe it's only the second time that they've worn the grays all season long. The first time they wore it was to break a losing streak, and it worked. And perhaps they're doing it again after a pair of winless contests at home over the weekend. Maybe just to try and get things started off on the right foot again. Puck goes out of play, so we'll bring it right back into the Jacksonville zone. I do like these unis quite a bit. Gray jerseys with the cobalt blue trim. Orlando wins another draw. Wrist shot towards net, blocked away. Comes free for Jacksonville. They'll clear it out. Joey Sides is first on the puck. Snapshot, and Barone makes the save. It goes over the crossbar. Centering feed goes to Lynch. Can he get the shot away? No, it's poked away by Orlando defensively at the last possible moment. Jacksonville looking good in the early going, and they steal the puck and keep it in. It is Sanchez with a wrist shot. That never reached the net. Lynch got taken down right in front of the crease, and now a poke check from Jacksonville. What a great play to hold it in for Sanchez. Sanchez curls to his forehand. He'll play it down low. Another penalty coming. Who's this going to be on? The whistle blows. Where's the penalty going to be? Slashing is the call. It's going to be on Jacksonville. Luke Lynch knew it, and he heads to the box. 14:01 to go in period number 1. It is scoreless, and now it's Orlando on the power play for the first time. Lynch went straight to the box. And now it's Orlando on the power play, where they are 19th in the league with the man advantage at 17.9%. Jacksonville, however, maintains the #1 spot in the ECHL on the penalty kill, 85.4% for Jacksonville. Solar Bears win the draw, though, and they have had success on the power play against this top-ranked penalty kill for Jacksonville. Solar Bears win the draw. It is Tristan Langen to the blue line for Brodzinski. Cross ice, it is Tufto at the left circle. Wrister in a screen. Deflected into the corner. Solar Bears hold it in. They'll rim it around the wall for Langen. Defended by Howarchuk. Back to the line, it's Brodzinski. Cross ice for Tufto. Orlando's moving it around pretty nicely. Brodzinski, high slot, slap shot, save made. No rebound as Brassard gobbled it up in his upper chest and had it drop down to his glove for the draw. Still 90 seconds to go on this power play for Orlando. They've got a couple of newcomers that we have not seen here. Sean Element, brought down from the Syracuse Crunch. Also Maxim Chaykovich for Orlando that we have not seen here in Jacksonville. Solar Bears win another face-off. Still with plenty of time on the power play. Loose puck, Jacksonville's got it. Sides clears it. Joey Sides penalty killing with Derek Lodermeyer. The Icemen do have 10 shorthanded goals this year, along with the #1 penalty kill. Although it's been a little while, so we wouldn't mind seeing a shorthanded goal tonight. Orlando back into the Icemen zone on a clear in. Croy Evingson behind his net, trying to bottle it up along the wall. 2-on-2 scramble for it there. Derek Pearl tries to pry it free. It does come loose. Nobody can get the handle to it still. Evingson again double teamed. Sides tries to help out. It's killing plenty of time here, and finally Sides gets it and will clear it the length of the ice. And we're down to just 44 seconds to go on this power play. Each team changing up. The Icemen will send out Abbott Gerdukis to penalty kill, along with Ben Howarchuk. It's Joe Gareffa over the line for McInnes. Offside is called. Howarchuk with a good step up there, forcing the deke from McInnes, and that ultimately is what set the timing off for the offside call. Shots on net in the early going, 5 for the Icemen, 2 for Orlando. Solar Bears win it, they'll play it into the zone. Trying to clear it away, Gerdukis gets a steal, he'll turn and fire it out. Howarchuk would be first on the puck, so Barone's gonna have to play it behind his net, tapping it free for Alexi. Time winding down, just 11 seconds to go now on this power play. Solar Bears clear it into the zone. Goes behind the Jacksonville net. Berzola tries to get there. Another 2-on-2 battle into the wall. Giles getting stood up. Finally, the Icemen come away with it. Long outlet pass. Here comes Jacksonville. 3-on-2 odd man rush. It's Gerdukis dropping it for Lynch out of the box. Cross ice. It's behind Howarchuk. He holds it in, plays it behind the net, looking for the centering feed. Howarchuk couldn't get the one-timer away. And at the blue line, it's Orlando knocking it free. Berzola, good hustle to shift away from a couple of Orlando players and knock it off the end boards and back into his own end. It is Gerdukis flipping it ahead for Lynch, just out of his reach. And in the neutral zone, the Solar Bears take it in. Jake Transit skates over the line onside. Sharp angle shot denied by Brassard. Transit will try to rim it around. Foot race for the puck. Kevin Lohan holds it in for Orlando. Berzola. Puck goes into the air. Pearl spins away from Transit. Feeds it to the right for Gerdukis. Backhand flip to the wall. Held in again by Orlando. Good pressure here. Berzola looks to golf at it. Knocked it loose for Pearl. Pearl shifts around one man, tries to feed Gerdukas, and again it's held in by Orlando. Jacksonville's really hemmed in their zone right now. Finally, Gerdukas just tapping it out to center ice. That was all that he could do with it there. And the Solar Bears bring it right back into Jacksonville's end. Icemen with Derek Pearl on the puck. Pearl for Mikulchuk. Knocked off the play by Valou stepping in from the blue line. Good forechecking here from Orlando. Jacksonville will try it again. Off the boards and out. Brodzinski inside his own blue line. Brodzinski with a long outlet pass. Connects with Odin Tufto. Drop pass. It is Fitz with a wrister. Save is made. Rebound is covered. And we will have a break in the action with 10:18 to go in period number 1. We remain Jacksonville nothing, Orlando nothing. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Barone Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Flow Sports, the exclusive streaming provider of the ECHL; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; My Grey Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Sideline Swap, official online marketplace of the ECHL; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL and title sponsor of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
We are back. Arlie Johnson with you, joined now by Alex Reed, who has finally come in after being on assignment for the first handful of minutes here. 0-0
always on assignment. There's always something to do before the game here.
It is non-stop assignments for you, Reader.
Yes, multitasking, the wearer of many hats. But this is my favorite hat right here. So
it's the best hat of all.
It is.
Yeah, I don't think that's even in question. Jacksonville in their own zone. They'll backhand it back into Orlando's end. Looking for the steal as Harris couldn't get there. Orlando will play it into the Icemen zone. And it is an icing call against Orlando. Nice to say Icemen again. We love the Jacksonville Lizard Kings, but this weekend, this past weekend, we didn't really like them quite as much as we had thought that we were going to.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was a tough one for sure. Obviously, a team in the Lizard King jerseys going 0-1-1. So not what the team had in mind, but you know what? They get right back after it here and sporting the gray jerseys here at home. That's good to see again. I know the guys really like these threads.
Oh, I think they're great. I was just talking about him just a few minutes ago. It's like your ears were burning. Verobe with a wrist shot on goal. Save made by Barone. He had another shot about 5 seconds prior to that did not miss by very much.
Yeah.
Verobe, the former Solar Bear player who had the game-winning goal to break the streak in Orlando.
He did. What a shot it was, too. And the Icemen were able to get that behind him, that losing streak at the Amway Center, and of course it goes to him, and a guy that was part of a sequence of games in which he had a 3-game goal-scoring streak. He was red hot there, and was the hot hand there, came out with the big goal.
Berzola nearly caught Barone napping there. It was a simple wrist shot from below the face-off dot along the boards, but it almost pinballed off Barone's legs and into the net. It went off each of his pads.
It did.
And ultimately he is able to corral it and take the draw. We're going to take another quick break in the action. 9:30 to go in period number 1. We're still scoreless. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription, and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training, and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. FlowHockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet, experience the best.
We are back, loose in front of the Jacksonville net, but a save made by Brassard, and here come the Icemen in transition. Gerdukis with speed, centering feed, knocked away, goes off a leg and just missed the side, going into the net off that carom. Icemen almost caught a major break. Jacksonville still has the puck in the zone as well. It is Gerdukis, great seam pass. Hawerchuk with a one-timer, he missed it as he tried to go across the grain. Excellent work by the Icemen though. It is Gerdukis, cross ice this time for Sean Giles. Elmer, right circle, centering pass, deflects into the slot. Nobody there for Jacksonville to take the loose puck. And it is Orlando skating the other way. High off the glass, it stays in play. Brassard rims it around the wall, but Orlando's on the puck first. Centering pass into the slot. Shot is blocked. That's a huge play from Sean Giles. Giles sends Dominic Sacco away. Sacco clears in. Solar Bears are first on the puck in their own zone. Around the boards, sides with a hold in. To the right point, it's Verobe. Fakes a shot, skates in, centering pass, and he had a wide open sides on the opposite side, but it went off a skate. What a great play that was from Verobe. Ultimately, Orlando, though, gets the steal as it caromed off that skate out to center. Orlando with a wrist shot. Save is made. Rebound is loose. Where's it going to go? It trickles into the corner. Solar Bears get it back. Another centering pass. Shot goes wide from Fitz. Some pressure here from the Solar Bears. Sanchez tries to play it ahead. He does. Side steps around a man. Can he keep his feet? Not quite. Jacksonville nearly had a 2-on-1, but Sides just lost his footing enough to not allow himself to get back to that puck. 0-0 hockey game. 7:43 to go in the first period. It's been a good one thus far. Jacksonville's had one power play. They've been playing a strong defensive game thus far. Here's another good defensive play. This time Derek Lodermeyer getting a stick on that shot from Orlando. 2-on-2 battle along the wall. This is in the Icemen defensive zone. Derek Pearl tries to pry it free. Looking to do the same as Chaykovich for Orlando. Finally, it does come loose for the Solar Bears, and Sean Element back to the blue line. It's Luke McInnes. Wrister in a heavy screen. It was deflected in front, never reached the net. That was right into our sideline reader. I don't know how that puck could have possibly gone into the net. There were just too many bodies in front.
Yeah, certainly a wall, a mass of players on both sides there in the line of sight, and somehow that puck got through. Just enough, but I don't think it made it all in goal, but it got through pretty much the 3 or 4 tiers of that wall.
Now it's Jacksonville skating into the offensive end. Harris looks for a trailer, throws it towards the blue line. Berzola will hold it in. Harris tries to turn away from one man. He's got Hawerchuk there to help him out. Lynch got the puck free as well. Harris at the blue line. Berzola knocks it free, and he'll play it back behind the Orlando net. Jacksonville elects to take a line change here with 6:23 to go in the first. Outlet pass for Orlando. Nobody there, but a deflection prevents the icing. Brassard feeds it to the right for Berzola. Great 360 by Berzola to get away from a forecheck. Long outlet pass that's by Hawerchuk. Icing will be called here. I'm surprised. Hawerchuk thought that he had it, and I did too.
I did too. He definitely had a step on the man there. Maybe they're going to count the angle. I'm not certain there in that situation, but they decided to blow that one as an icing there. He didn't really have a full 2 or 3 strides, but he was a stride and a half ahead, it looked like early. Maybe even 2.
I thought so too. So the face-off to the right side of Icemen netminder Francois Brassard. Goes into the corner. Orlando pulls it away for now. They'll tap it a little deeper, but Jacksonville has the puck right there. Giles off the wall. Langen at the blue line will hold it in. Brassard will tap it to the far side boards this time. It is Zach Berzola looking for Hawerchuk. Slides it to the blue line, still not out. Solar Bears hold in. Deflected shot from Tyler Bird goes wide. Penalty coming as well. And I think this is going to be on the Icemen. Slashing is the call. And it's going to be who going into the box? Is it Giles? It is. Power play coming for the Solar Bears when we come back. 5:43 to go in the first period. We remain scoreless. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. When you're feeling the freeze, you can grab your Icemen gear at the Icemen Team Shop. Just visit JacksonvilleIcemen.com/merch to visit our online store. You can purchase Icemen team jerseys, t-shirts, hats, pucks, kids gear, and much more. If you're at the game, you can also stop by our merchandise kiosk located in the arena concourse. If you're located out of town but want to show your support for the Icemen from afar, shipping options are available. So visit JacksonvilleIcemen.com/merch to get your Icemen swag today.
Just be confident. Community First makes smarter banking simple so you can relax, knowing you're managing your money the right way, yours. Visit justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
Power play number 2 for the Solar Bears. As we said on Jacksonville's first power play, both teams 22% against the opposition this year. So special teams could and most likely will play a factor tonight, Reader.
Yeah, it usually does in tight games, especially between these two teams. It seems as who's ever won the special teams battle in the head-to-head matchups comes out on top. I mean, it's kind of cliche, but it is really the way it has been this year. So we'll see how this plays out right now as the Icemen have to kill off a penalty here.
Solar Bears get a clean entry into the zone. It is Boca to the blue line. Nearly getting the steal was Howardchuk. Howardchuk still hustling at the blue line, but Michael Brodzinski with a wrister. That deflects into the corner. I think Brassard may have gotten a piece of it with his blocker. Jacksonville trying to tie things up into the near side corner to Brassard's right. Time ticking away. That's fine with the Icemen right now. Still a minute 15 to go on the Solar Bear power play. Orlando does get the puck loose. They have the puck at the top of the left circle. Tufto with a wrister. That goes wide. Karam's away from one man all the way to the blue line. Held in by Brodzinski. Tufto with space at the left circle. Centering pass deflected away. Here come the Icemen shorthanded. 2-on-1. Gerdukas with Howardchuk. Gerdukas for Howardchuk. Can't get it away. Gerdukas gets it back, but he can't put the shot on goal anymore. Trying to keep the puck away. At least he'll kill some time, but that play did not quite develop the way that they wanted to. I'll also give credit to Orlando's back check. I'm not sure who it was, but somebody got back into play and really kind of took away the 2-on-1 that Jacksonville thought they were going to have.
Yeah, it looked promising there, but they did a great job getting back, kind of making that pass even more difficult. Gerdukas was really going to have to thread the needle to get that one to Howardchuk in that situation.
Puck deflects out of play in the Jacksonville zone. Faceoff will be in the Icemen zone with 28 seconds to go on the power play for the Solar Bears. Roshan Jazwal getting some penalty kill time in the early going in his Icemen debut. Again, he played earlier this year in this building for both the Maine Mariners and the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. So now this is uniform number 3 for him in Jacksonville, but the first time on home ice. And the Icemen win this face-off, and they'll clear it out. Orlando perhaps one final rush. Nolan Valou stick handling out of his own end. Derek Lodermeyer's on his hip. Valou drops it for Garefa over the blue line. Jaswal first on the puck. He'll clear it, and that should do it on the power play. Barone plays it up to the blue line for McInnes. Out of the box steps Sean Giles. We're skating 5-on-5. Orlando to the red line. Valou will snap it in. Jacksonville's first on the puck. Lynch tries to shovel it ahead. He's got a man. Jacksonville breaks out. It's McCallchuk by himself for the moment, 1-on-2. Wrister is blocked. McCallchuk gets it back behind the net. Spins away from a man. Leaves it for Harris. Indirect feed to the line. It's Evingson to the right for Verobe. Verobe playing it down low for his countryman, McCallchuk. Harris spins away from Lohan, and some good pressure here from Jacksonville. From the blue line, shot towards goal, blocked in front. I think it actually went off McCallchuk for the Icemen, and he is in some pain. And now Harris is holding his face off the puck. I'm not sure if he got a stick up high or what. Jacksonville now in their own zone, feeding it ahead. It is Gerdukas over the line for Elmer. Elmer will lose it to Michael Brodzinski. Brodzinski off the wall. Howardchuk gets a steal at center. He's tripped up, and a penalty coming on Orlando this time. It's a delayed call. The Icemen have the puck over the blue line. Elmer, right circle. Throws it through the slot. Nobody there. Howardchuk picks it up off the opposite wing. There's your touch from Orlando. Tripping is the call on the Solar Bears. And now power play number 2 for Jacksonville with 2:38 to go in the first period. And these teams both play fantastic hockey when they have the lead. This is a great opportunity, Reader, for Jacksonville to take control of it.
Yeah, they do. Again, you're right. Both teams do really well when they score first. And And the Solar Bears no different. They're 17-2-2 when they grab the game's first goal. So they're pretty good at holding a lead there. Jacksonville, not too shabby either. But this is an opportunity right now. Again, another special teams chance. We keep harping on it, but it does play a factor when these two teams go head-to-head. And whoever gets on the board first here will do themselves some favors. We'll see how this goes, though. This is a chance for Jacksonville that they didn't take advantage of in Saturday's game, Arlie, when they were 0 for 6 on the power play against a Norfolk club that, hadn't done the best job of defending those power plays. So they got the job done, and unfortunately for Jacksonville, they never got any momentum going.
Both these teams have not lost in regulation all season long when leading after even just one period.
Yeah.
So if Jacksonville can get a goal here on the power play going into the locker room, that could really bode well for the Icemen. But work to be done. Orlando trying to clear their own zone. Jacksonville pries it free. Good pass from Harris to Elmer. Centering feed, looking for the high tip. But Lodermeyer couldn't put it on goal. That's something that is a strength for Lodermeyer, but he couldn't redirect that one on net. And Orlando will clear it back into the Icemen zone. 1:20 to go on the power play. Again, Jacksonville is without Brandon Fortunato tonight as Evingson takes it coast to coast. In deep to the right of Barone. Then he gives it up, and Orlando will clear it the length of the ice again. It's a nice rush by Evingson. Just couldn't finish it off and find a teammate. 1:02 remaining on the power play for the Icemen. Second unit is on. It is Giles to the left for Verobe. He'll rim it around. Barone unable to stop it behind the net. Comes free for the Icemen. Sanchez trying to knock it loose at the blue line. Giles taps it away from one man. Orlando gets it back, and McGinnis will clear. Down to 1:20 in the first period. 41 seconds to go on the power play. Giles fakes to the right, passes to the left. Verobe rims it around. Brodzinski plays it behind. Sanchez knocks it free. Finds Howardchuk, who gives it up. Man goes down, penalty coming. This is on Jacksonville this time. Delayed call. So Brassard will touch the puck, and there's your whistle with 57.7 to go. And Lynch goes into the penalty box for the second time this period. Tripping is the call. 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes, and Alex Normandin has got his referee's whistle lubed up and ready to go tonight. It's going to be 5 power plays combined in the first period.
You know, and it's tough for both teams to really get in a rhythm in a game when you're in the penalty kills and the power plays are running rampant there. It's tough for teams to really just get anything generated, get that consistency. It does change the dynamic of the game, but you know, if the penalties are there, they're there. But both these teams, though, usually pretty disciplined. But today, so far, it's kind of been a penalty fest.
Solar Bears with a puck in the offensive zone. Pass to the right point for Brodzinski. Solar Bears will be on a power play in just 3 more seconds. Jacksonville now gets to the puck. Jaswal feeds for Lodermeyer. Lodermeyer turns and finds an open man. And the Icemen skate now shorthanded. It is Berzola by himself for now. Picks up Harris as a trailer. Berzola takes it into the offensive end. He'll drop it into the corner. Harris killing some more time here, down to 23 seconds to go in the period, and Jacksonville gets another steal, this time at center ice. Evingson drifting back into his own zone. He'll wrist it the length of the ice. 14 seconds to go in the period. Solar Bears with 1:15 to go on this abbreviated power play. It'll carry over into the second period if necessary. Jacksonville now gets a steal. Can they send it ahead? Looking for Howardchuk over the blue line. 2 seconds left. He will not get a shot away, and time will expire. And we are scoreless after 1 period of play. Not too many quality chances. Jacksonville's best opportunities were probably in the first 2 to 3 minutes of the game. I don't even recall a grade A chance for Orlando all period long. And about the last probably 15 to 17 minutes was just a lot of neutral zone play and good defensive work from both Jacksonville and Orlando tonight.
Yeah, pretty par for the course between these two teams. Another close period. And again, shots were even just about 8-7 though in favor of Jacksonville. But you're right. I thought both teams defensively did a pretty good job. Jacksonville had a couple promising looks, but hats off to Orlando getting back, hustling back, and maybe disrupting those chances and not allowing them to get set up any better. So, again, I thought both sides did a pretty good job in that regard. We got another tight game. Surprise, surprise, between these two teams.
Waiting to see who draws first blood. That usually is a telling story between these two clubs, but it is no score thus far through 20 minutes of play between the Jacksonville Icemen and Orlando Solar Bears. Critical contest here in the South Division in the ECHL. We will take a break and return in a moment. When we do, we're going to have your ECHL standings from the South Division and maybe go through the schedule as well. We've got some big games in the South as both the Florida Everblades and Atlanta Gladiators are in action tonight. We're 0-0 after one. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 34th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Barone Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Flow Sports, the exclusive streaming provider of the ECHL; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; in Glasgow, official puck provider; My Grey Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Sideline Swap, official online marketplace of the ECHL; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL and title sponsor of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Just be positive. Your Community First Mortgage champions make sure you get a great rate, a quick close, and can save you about $3,000 in closing costs. Apply at communityfirstfl.org. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training, and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet. Experience the best.
Just be in control. With free interest checking and great digital tools, Community First makes smarter banking simple. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
Fans, when you're feeling the freeze, you can grab your Icemen gear at the Icemen Team Shop. Just visit jacksonvilleicemen.com/merch to visit our online store. You can purchase Icemen team jerseys, t-shirts, hats, pucks, kids gear, and much more. If you're at the game, you can also stop by our merchandise kiosk located in the arena concourse. If you're located out of town but want to show your support for the Icemen from afar, shipping options are available. So visit jacksonvilleicemen.com/merch to get your Icemen swag today.
Just be confident. Community First makes smarter banking simple so you can relax, knowing you're managing your money the right way, yours. Visit justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksiceman.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Hi, everyone. This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing Face Up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Iceman home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksiceman.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubik. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
From across America's premier AA hockey.
We are back. Arlie Johnson with you, along with Alex Reed. It is 0-0 after one period of play between the Jacksonville Icemen and Orlando Solar Bears. A lot of power plays for both clubs. Jacksonville 0 for 2 on the power play. Orlando currently 0 for 2, but they're on chance number 3. And when the second period begins, they'll still have that power play for another 1 minute and 3 seconds. Reader, let's go down to the ECHL standings, at least the South Division for right now, and break it down.
Yeah.
And, you know, I want to start there because you had an interesting conversation with the ECHL League Director of Communications, Joe Babick, who was a former broadcaster in this league as well. Talk to us about that, and in particular about games that were postponed due to the pandemic and how that affects the South Division specifically.
Yeah, you know, when you look at everything's going to be determined by point percentage. That was voted on, at some point during the season by the Board of Governors, and that was mostly because a lot of teams are not going to finish with 72 games played this season. So to keep it fair, they're going to do it based on the points percentage. Now, a lot of the teams in the North are having problems, Newfoundland and Trois Rivières, and some of the other teams in the North that they play. I think it's part of the reason why they did it. And there's a lot of teams, but in the South, it really isn't affecting a lot of the teams. The only team right now, really, that you look at is Orlando, and they're going to finish with 71 games. They're not going to finish with the full 72. So when we were looking at it, the question we were asking Joe was, what's the magic number for the Icemen to clinch a playoff spot? And since Orlando's in that 4th spot, and they're that one team that's not going to finish with 72 games, because they had a set, I think, in Allen that was postponed. They're not going to go back out there. But and since it's Greenville that's in the 5th spot, technically, the magic number would really kind of toss away the point percentage, even though it's going to be determined that way. But to determine what it will take for the Icemen to get in, 30 is the number right now. 30 points is the number for Jacksonville as far as their magic number to clinch a playoff spot. And now that's as it pertains to Greenville. So any combination of Greenville losing 2 points, losing points, and any combination of the Icemen earning points will go towards that. So, for example, the number's 30. If Jacksonville were to win tonight and then Greenville loses in regulation tonight, well, then the number becomes 26. So, that's kind of how that's going to work out. So, so now as far as who's going to win the division, that's probably going to be
entirely
decided
different.
Probably the last week of the regular season, the way it's going with Jacksonville, Florida, and Atlanta. But as it pertains for Greenville right now, since they're that 5th place team, the top 4 teams make it, Arlie. Really, you could just base it on points and numbers, the magic number being 30, and that's kind of where we stand heading into today. So that's the number, and so there's something to kind of shoot for and look at as far as clinching a playoff spot. Greenville's kind of like that catalyst team right now because they're in that 5th place spot.
I love it. That's great insight from you and from Joe Babbitt
I got
from
to
the
thank
league
Joe
office
for that
as well. Joe, thank you very much. So there you have it, everybody. First things first, go with points. Don't go with win percentage as far as the South Division is concerned. And since we're going by points,
it will be
go
decided
with 30 points.
But it will be decided at the end by points percentage in our division regardless.
Right.
But if you're trying to track it and figure it out, just go with the points.
Well, one more thing that I'll add with that. The only way that points percentage will come into play in the South Division is if Orlando specifically finishes within 1 point of a team. If it's anything other than that, then the percentages don't matter. It's just down to points.
There you go.
At that point. So
it's in play.
Let's keep it simple. We'll go with points. We'll go with a magic number of 30 points for Jacksonville. That's combined Jacksonville wins and overtime losses, along with Greenville losses and overtime losses. And hopefully sometime in the not-so-distant future, we'll be talking about clinching a spot in the Kelly Cup playoffs.
Yeah, that'd be exciting. This team, this is their 5th year. They've made the playoff one time. Just missed out on making it last year, let's say. Came down to the final week. Jacksonville, who actually had to play a game against Orlando and win that game in regulation, had to pull the goaltender.
That's right.
Had to pull the goaltender in a tie game because they had to win that game in regulation. I know a lot of people were shocked and confused by that, but that was all because of the point percentage. And Arlie, it came down. It was so tight last year that the point percentage really came down. They round up, we found out at the end.
Right.
And that roundup was really what put the Icemen in that position to begin with. That's how close it was. That's how tight it was. Now, as it turns out, that was a Tuesday, I believe a Tuesday or a Wednesday game. I know it was a midweek game. As it would have turned out, even if the Icemen had won that game in regulation, they still would have been eliminated 2 nights later with a South Carolina win over Orlando, I think. So, that was, we're talking about last year, of course, but so it wouldn't have mattered. But again, the point percentage played a big part last year, but the way it's shaping up in the South, may not be as big of a factor just because of where Orlando and really everyone's sitting right now.
All right, then we'll take a break right now and come back in a little bit. There you have it, your South Division insight, I guess, from Alex Reed. When we come back, we'll actually tell you what the standings are and tell you where Jacksonville sits in the South Division. Take a quick break, standings update in a moment. This is Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
From across America's premier AA hockey league, this is the ECHL.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL. We are back. Arlie Johnson with you, along with Alex Reed. It is 0-0 between the Jacksonville Icemen and Orlando Solar Bears after one period of play. Let us now go to the South Division standings, where at least, I guess if you want to talk about percentage points again, we can talk about Jacksonville being in first place. But, Reader, we just had this segment about go by points, so I guess we'll have to go by points right now. And that being said, it has the Florida Everblades in first place at 68 points. However, huge asterisk to that because Jacksonville is 4 points behind Florida for first place in the standings, but 4 games in hand on Florida as well. And that is what it's going to come down to. It's going to be a down-to-the-wire race between 3 teams because Jacksonville is tied with the Atlanta Gladiators in points right now. Both of them have 64 points. Jacksonville has games in hand on Atlanta as well. So those top 3 teams, it's going to be a dogfight down to the final 2 or 3 games, probably the final weekend of the season.
Yeah, it really is. And then, eventually this is going to lead what we hope will be a playoffs format with these 4 teams potentially. And I think it's going to be really exciting. I don't want to look too far ahead, but just knowing how it is right now with these teams, it's been exciting hockey when these 2 teams, when all these teams go head-to-head. It's really making up something great here in the future. But again, you got to take care of business first. But you're right, what a race it is for the top spot in the division. It could go either way. And there's some big sets coming up here, Arlie. Jacksonville's going to be hosting a 3-game set right here in this building against Atlanta later this month. A 3-3 at home against Atlanta. That is going to be a huge set. And then, of course, Jacksonville's going to be seeing the Everblades here for a game here and there in the next couple weeks.
Both teams coming back out onto the ice right now. We also want to keep you up to date on the scoreboard tonight. There are 7 games around the league, but 3 of them have pretty significant implications on the South Division. Of course, this one here right now between Jacksonville and Orlando, but also the Florida Everblades and Atlanta Gladiators are playing tonight. So Jacksonville obviously hoping for a Florida loss. They host the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. That one not a good start for Jacksonville. It's Florida 1-0 midway through the first period. The other one is the Atlanta Gladiators. They begin a 3-game set in Norfolk tonight. And Jacksonville knows after this past Saturday that you cannot take Norfolk for granted. And maybe Atlanta might hopefully know something along that as well, because midway through the first period there, it's the Admirals who are looking pretty good, a 1-0 advantage at home against Atlanta with Alex Tonge, who had a hat trick against Jacksonville on Saturday, and he has the only goal tonight as well. He's red hot.
You really watch that Norfolk team. The second they took the lead, you could really start to see them believe a little bit, and they never let up, and Jacksonville really had their hands full, and the game just got away from them. And after really a tremendous start, scoring 45 seconds in, and it could have been one of those situations the team probably thought, oh, here we go again, we're going to roll this team, and it didn't work out that way. Then they had a goal taken away, kind of killed their momentum, I thought. But hats off to the Admirals. They did a really good job, and they were leaning on their top point producers, and that being Alex Tonge and Chase Lang. They were the ones that scored all the goals in that game for their team. 2 for Lang and 3 for Tonge, who had the hat trick. Just the second hat trick allowed by the Icemen this season. Aaron Luchuk of the Solar Bears, the other, by the way. But it's good that he's not here. We have to deal with him. What a year, what a player he is. But again, this is a situation where Atlanta better go in ready, because Norfolk can certainly prove that they can win against some of the top teams if they get off to a good start and take care of business. And the Icemen are certainly hoping Norfolk does that here this week.
Jacksonville starts this second period shorthanded. They're in their gray uniforms with the cobalt blue trim. Puck is down. Jacksonville controls it. Gerdukas turns and fires it into the Solar Bear end. And so the Orlando Solar Bears behind their own net have 54 seconds to go on a power play. Orlando into the zone. It is Element playing it into the right wing corner. Trying to keep it in the zone is Langen. Langen for Element. All the way across the ice. Left circle, it's Tufto. Rister in front, deflected in front, comes back to Brassard, tries to cover it up. He finally does on a high deflection from Orlando, and Brassard getting a piece of that one. That was a big play there to keep this one at 0-0. Orlando with a good setup in the high tip, just about 15 feet away from the net.
Yeah, those tips are dangerous, and goalies don't like them. But that one right there, good adjustment by Brassard. A little bit of a scramble there. Jackson was able to overcome it, but again, they want to make certain they can kill off this final 32 seconds here on this penalty kill here, just to make certain that things are even kill here after this penalty's over, and they can try to get back to business.
Jacksonville wins this face-off. They'll skate out to center. Joey Sides continues on. Rister would have gone wide, but Barone just wanted to take the face-off. That's fine by the Icemen.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, they're just fine with the face-off being taken deep in the Orlando in here while Orlando's on the power play. So they'll take that and a face-off here. And they got Derek Lodemeyer here. And if Lodemeyer can win this draw, the Icemen are in a position with all the space behind them to take the puck and kind of play the keep-away game and kill off more time on this penalty.
And Jacksonville does win the draw, and will they keep it in the zone? No. Delayed offside. Orlando blocked the shot anyway, and the Solar Bears bring it back into the Jacksonville end. They still have 12 seconds to go on a power play. Bouncing puck belongs to the Icemen. Are they able to clear it? Yes, they are. Sides taps it into the Solar Bear zone. Tufto beats Lodemeyer to the puck. Lodemeyer with a sweep check almost knocked the puck free. And out of the penalty box comes Luke Lynch. We are skating 5-on-5. Orlando now 0 for 3 on the power play, and the Icemen looking to get the puck away on a forecheck. They do force the turnover at center ice. And here comes Jacksonville. It's Gerdukas over the blue line for Lynch. Snapshot goes just wide to the short side. He's got a good shot, Luke Lynch does, but he missed the net there. Now it's another opportunity, one-timer, and a stick save is made by Barone. Rebound is cleared away by Orlando. They may have numbers the other way. It is a 2-on-1 for the Solar Bears. Bird with a wrist shot. Save made. What a save! Brassard on the rebound. Pushing from post to post. Got a right leg on it, and Jacksonville's coming the other way. It's Gerdukas with a backhander. That ends up on net. Maybe the best save we've seen from an Iceman goaltender on home ice all year long. The first stop was good. The second was sensational.
Was it ever, Arlie? And, you know, the Iceman kind of got caught in a bad change, and the change almost helped them because Lynch was able to hand that pass off just before that over to Luke Lynch, who got a good shot off on a one-timer, but they were slow getting back on the defensive side, led to that odd man rush, and Brassard, as you said, was one of the best stops we've seen this year.
Jacksonville gets a drive away from the blue line. You could hear the thump of the pad save from Brad Barone from all the way up here. Not nearly as scintillating a stop as the Francois Brassard rebound pad save that he just made, though. Man, what a stop that was.
Oh, yeah, he did. Just good positioning with the right pad, having to slide across the crease there to make that save, too. Just a great job by Brassard.
And again, he's been red hot. Runner-up for goaltender of the month. I made a case for him before you got on the air tonight, Reader, that why didn't he win goaltender of the month? 5-0, goals against, I believe it was 1.67 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he had a good month there. He was, you know, without question, very sound in all his starts. A big reason for the 7 wins that Jacksonville had in the month of February.
Shot from Orlando deflects over the glass and out of play. Just touched the protective netting there. And the draw is going to be in the Jacksonville zone. Taking the draw for the Icemen is going to be Brendan Harris. Harris with Derek Lodemeyer and Vlad Mikulchuk. Right off the post comes Orlando, right off the draw. They beat Brassard to the glove side. It went off the inside of the post and stayed out. So the Icemen get a couple of big breaks. Well, one big break and one big save as this stays 0-0 in the early minutes of the second period. Another shot from Orlando deflects into the corner. Solar Bears with some pressure. Gareffa with a shot towards net. That was blocked by Jacksonville's Derek Pearl. Trying to play it between the legs is Lodemeyer, but he can't clear the zone either. Jazwal will tap it to the near side, looking for Pearl. Pearl for Lodemeyer. Goes off a leg. Finally, Brendan Harris knocks it away just out of the reach of Mikulchuk on the outlet pass. And the Icemen get it back at their own blue line. It is Mikulchuk for Harris. 5 back for Orlando, but Jacksonville takes it into the zone anyway. Mikulchuk tries to get it away from a double team. Helping out is Lodemeyer. Loose puck at the line, and the Icemen can't hold the zone. They'll reset back at their own blue line. Lodemeyer tries to get to center. He'll softly backhand it in. Barone playing it himself up the wall. Jake Transit chips it off glass and out to the Jacksonville line. 16.5 to go in the second period. It's still 0-0. Looking for the game's opening goal. Icemen in center ice. Sanchez away from a man. Great work getting it free for Harris. Sanchez cuts to net. Sanchez with a forehand save is made. Rebound sides on a backhand, and he couldn't put the shot on goal. Barone will cover it up. What strength there from James Sanchez. really doing a great job of shielding the puck away from a defender. Sanchez didn't even have the puck himself yet, but he knew the area that it was going to go, and he just kind of shrugged off his defender that was over his shoulder, and was ultimately able to get a shot away himself.
It's good awareness by him. He knew exactly where the puck was going to land. He was just putting himself in position, and by doing so, he kind of boxed out that defenseman there and was able to get a shot off here. But Barone coming up big. Barone entering today. What a season he's having. He's tied for the league lead in wins with 18 and has a good save percentage. He competes. You're right, Arlie. He's the kind of goaltender. If you get to him early, that's where you can find continued success. But he kind of warms up as the game goes on.
And right now he is warm. Jacksonville trying to keep the puck in the offensive zone. They can't do it. Solar Bears break out in transition. It's Tyler Bird, right circle. Tries the shot. Well defended by Croy Evingson that time. Verobe with it for Jacksonville behind his own net. Outlets Sanchez to the right for Joey Sides. Sides gains the red line. He'll softly forehand it in. Barone out of his net. Stolen by Jacksonville. Sides tries to center. He's held up by Valou. The Icemen hold it in behind the net, though. Looking for the bank shot. Knocked away by Orlando, but not out. Pearl holds it in at the blue line. He tries to activate towards the offensive goal, but he was knocked away by Orlando, and the Solar Bears clear it out. Roshan Jazwal for Howardchuk at the blue line. Jaswal will hold it in. Nice work there from Roshan Jaswal. Into the slot. It's Gerdukas. Save made. Rebound is loose. Oh, what a save by Barone as Jaswal was bidding for his first goal in his first game for the Icemen. Jaswal gets it back at the left point. Cross ice it is Pearl. Pearl will play it behind the net. Pressure from Jacksonville looking for the game's first goal. Jake Elmer skates all the way to the blue line with the puck. Curls to his forehand, feeds the line. Jaswal with a shot. Save Barone again. I think it was Howardchuk that got a piece of it along the way. 3 great chances there for the Icemen, but now it's becoming a goaltender's story here in the second period. It was great defense in the first period, Reader. Great goaltending from both sides here in the second.
Yeah, both teams are starting to get some shots. I mean, look at Jacksonville right now. They've got, I think they're out shooting Orlando 8-1 here in this period. They're starting to get some shots through, but it's Brad Barone coming up with the big-time stops here. And, of course, we saw the 2 big saves there on Brassard, or by Brassard, I beg your pardon.
Orlando now takes it into the Jacksonville zone after winning the face-off. Icemen try to clear. It's tapped back behind the net, and Orlando holds the puck as well. Tufto to the blue line. Shot is deflected by the Icemen. Centering pass comes back into the top of the crease. It deflects off a skate and goes to the Solar Bears in the right wing corner. Sean Giles tries to knock the puck loose. Solar Bears again to the blue line. Bouncing puck held in. Orlando looks to center. Spinning away from a man is Chaykovich. Defending for the Icemen, Brendan Harris. Chaykovich, who has some size advantage on him. Moves it for Element. Element to the blue line. Knocked away by Jacksonville. Here come the Icemen. It is Berzola. Can't gain the line yet. It would have been offside, so he has to come all the way to center and be satisfied with just dropping it in for a line change. 0-0, 13:41 to go in the second period of play. It's a pitcher's duel here in Jacksonville tonight. In the neutral zone, Icemen have possession. Joey Sides knocking it back for Croy Evingson. Evingson for Sanchez, then for Sides on a good look. 2-on-2 breakout for the Icemen. Sides over the blue line on the left wing side. He'll button hook at the wall. Feeding Evingson at the point. Wrister in a screen. That goes well wide. Comes off the end boards. Orlando can't clear it out yet. Getting a piece of it there is Verobe. Verobe at the right point now holds it in. Bouncing puck belongs to Jacksonville, but the shot is blocked. Luke Lynch tried to get that shot away, and the Solar Bears will get to center ice and play it in. Evingson taking the body. Verobe tries to do the same. Evingson for Sides. Sides throws it to an open wing. Lynch hustles for it, but Orlando keeps it in at the blue line. Brodzinski behind the net. Langen tries to center. Swept away by Jacksonville. It was Brassard who actually got it with the paddle of his stick, and the Icemen will get to center and clear in. Line change on the fly for Jacksonville. Brodzinski behind his own net. Self-pass off the back of the net. That was some pretty slick play there from Brodzinski to get the breakout and play it into the Jacksonville zone. It's Pearl, dangerous pass. Langen with a steal, and he put it wide on the play. Bad turnover from Jacksonville as the puck comes back to Brassard. He'll scoop it up and take the face-off, and the Icemen get away with that turnover there. It stays Jacksonville 0, Orlando 0. Back in a moment. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 34th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Barone Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Flow Sports, the exclusive streaming provider of the ECHL; Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Handbid, the official mobile auction app; Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, official puck provider; My Grey Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; Sideline Swap, official online marketplace of the ECHL; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL and title sponsor of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Good one here in Jacksonville, but not all good ones are high scoring. This one is just such an example. 0-0, 12:09 to go in the second period. Jacksonville tries to clear out of the zone. They do. It is Elmer at the right side. Can't gain the line yet of Orlando. Now he feeds it for Gerdukas, who in turn gives it up to Michael Brodzinski. Solar Bears skate into the offensive zone. It's Garefa, right circle, Rister, and a save made from Brassard with the blocker. Rebound all the way to the blue line. Orlando holds it in. Brodzinski behind the net for Langen. Langen into the high slot. Forehand, glove save by Francois Brassard. Another sparkler on a wrister from right between the hash marks. And Brassard is feeling it right now. You can tell how confidently he snatched that one. And it stays 0-0. Francois Brassard trying to make a claim that this net is his for Jacksonville right now. Charles Williams has been fantastic all year for Jacksonville. He's been in the top 5 in goals against all year, but Francois Brassard is at another level right now, Reeder.
Yeah, he really is. And again, I mean, this really comes at no surprise with the month that he had. He was sent back down after some time up in Hartford and really has shown with consistency what he's been able to do. He had a great month of February. He has carried that over here into March, and that is good news for Jacksonville if he can continue to do so.
Jacksonville gets the puck into the Orlando zone. Harris is on it, right circle. Stick handles away from a man. He'll cycle it for a Lodermeyer in the right wing corner. Back for McCulchuk. McCulchuk with a turnaround shot from a sharp angle. That was deflected. It comes up high for Orlando. Clearing in his Element. He'll take a bump from McCulchuk on his clear in. Icemen first on the puck behind their own net. Verobe got hauled down. No call. Steal from Orlando. They cannot get the shot away. Comes loose for the Icemen and Croy Evingson. Evingson with a touch feed. Finds Verobe, he'll drive it in, and the Icemen get a line change. And Lodermeyer stays on the ice, and he got to the puck first, nearly got the centering pass away. Orlando gets a piece of it, however, and now it's the Solar Bears into the offensive zone. Lohan with a wrister, just wide on a great setup. Orlando's getting some good opportunities here, but they've either missed the net or Brassard has made a couple of key saves to keep this one scoreless. Solar Bears back at center ice. They'll forehand in to the right of Brassard. Pearl is on the puck first. Tries to feed Jazwal. Orlando's getting their forecheck game working right now. Icemen get the puck free, however. It is Jazwal to the blue line, stolen by Brodzinski. Rister is blocked by Lodermeyer into the far side corner. Pearl is on the puck. Tries to find Sacco. Sacco can't clear it out yet either. Rister from the blue line, deflected wide on the play. Getting a piece of it was Transit. And more pressure here from Orlando. Rister from the blue line is blocked. It goes over the glass and out of play, and we'll take a break in the action with 9:55 to go in the second period. We remain scoreless. It's 0-0. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
At Jacksonville and Orange Park are open and excited to bring you the best in poker, simulcast wagering, cocktails, sushi, and more. Visit bestbetjacks.com for more information. Best Bet. Experience the best.
Just be in control. With free interest checking and great digital tools, Community First makes smarter banking simple. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
Fans, when you're feeling the freeze, you can grab your Icemen gear at the Icemen Team Shop. Just visit JacksonvilleIcemen.com/merch to visit our online store. You can purchase Icemen team jerseys, t-shirts, hats, pucks, kids gear, and much more. If you're at the game, you can also stop by our merchandise kiosk located in the arena concourse. If you're located out of town but want to show your support for the Icemen from afar, shipping options are available. So visit JacksonvilleIcemen.com/merch to get your Icemen swag today.
Just be confident. Community First makes smarter banking simple so you can relax, knowing you're managing your money the right way, yours. Visit justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
Jacksonville at their own blue line cannot get it away. Brassard's forced to make another save. That one from distance made it look routine. I wouldn't say that it was routine, but he is looking very good, and Orlando is now starting to take the momentum away. Each team has had their opportunities on both ends. But right now it is Francois Brassard's game. And the Icemen win this face-off. Giles, some miscommunication between him and Howarchuk. Solar Bears hold the zone because of it. Icemen try to get it loose. Howarchuk finally gets it away. Elmer handles that pass beautifully. He starts a 2-on-1. Feed for Berzola, goes behind him, and Orlando gets it back to the Jacksonville blue line. That would have been a high degree of difficulty on that 2-on-1. Now it's the Icemen back in the zone. Howarchuk, snapshot, save is made. Rebound is loose. Forehand save, rebound, another save by Barone. I think he made 3 of them. Then finally Orlando clears it away. And we're going to have an icing call against Orlando. I'd love to see the replay on that and see how that one didn't end up in the net. And again, now it's a goaltending display right now between these clubs. Brad Barone for Orlando, Francois Brassard for Jacksonville. Face-off will be to Barone's left. Solar Bears win it. They'll chip it off the wall, and they'll find Joe Gareffa. Gareffa at center on his backhand, can't play it in deep. Looking for the steal is Evingson. He pinches up in the blue line and wipes out Gareffa right into the boards. Solar Bears do get the clear in. Puck goes high into the air. Orlando gets a piece of it, and they'll get the turnover. Centering pass, save is made by Brassard. Rebound for Jacksonville. Finally prying it free is Joey Sides. He'll start a 3-man rush. Sides backhands in. Sanchez chases after. McGinnis is on the puck first, but Sides knocks it free. Jacksonville will keep the puck. Sides looking for Lynch. Now it's Sanchez. Penalty. Oh, is there a penalty coming? No. It would have been a high stick infraction on Jacksonville, but Orlando touched the puck, and they were able to clear the zone because of it. Now it's the Solar Bears redirecting in behind the Icemen net. Brassard playing it all the way out. Stolen at center by Alexi, who gets planted into the wall by Mikulchuk. Mikulchuk getting more and more physical as this season is moving along, and that was a great, clean body check there. Orlando with a great steal, though. Chaykovich for Tufto, wrister on goal, another save by Brassard without a rebound with 7:57 to go. And the Icemen have got to be careful with these turnovers in their own defensive zone reader.
Yeah, you know, hockey, they say, is a game of mistakes, and really it's the team that maybe commits the mistake, you know, how bad is it, and who can capitalize it if you're the other team. And a game that gets tight like this, it's scoreless at this juncture in the game, it may very well come down to who makes that first major mistake. So we'll see if that's the case here today, but you're right. They need to clean that up a little bit here because Orlando is an opportunistic team.
Well, here come the Icemen trying to be opportunistic as they clear the puck out of their own zone, playing it deep into the Orlando end. Harris is on it, right wing corner, underneath for Mikulchuk. Mikulchuk looks for Lodermeyer. So the blue line, can he get it there? Not quite. At the line, Chaykovich knocks it free. Orlando breaks through center. Odin Tufto to the left side for Element. Element at the left circle, fanned on his shot. Tufto gets it back. Tufto away from Lodermeyer. Centering feed deflects up high. It belongs to the Icemen. Here is Mikulchuk for Harris. He's got Lodermeyer with him. Harris cross ice. Taking it off the wall is Derek Pearl. Pearl with a centering pass. Goes by everybody. Back to the blue line. Harris holds it in. Wrister in a screen. Deflected wide. Mikulchuk behind the net. Shakes a defender away. Looks to center. Harris was cutting to the net. Couldn't get the pass to him. Harris gets it back, however, all the way to the blue line and out to center ice. Harris couldn't quite hold it in. Brendan Harris slaps it around the wall. Barone is able to block it behind the net for McLean. McLean rims it around by everybody, comes all the way to the Jacksonville blue line. Orlando gives it up there, and the Icemen take control. Outlet pass, unable to handle it was Elmer. Fitz for Orlando, another snapshot on net. Glove save made by Brassard, he'll hang on. Jacksonville out shooting Orlando 18-15 at the moment. Faceoff will be to Brassard's left. Abbott Gerdukas on the draw for Jacksonville. It is won by the Solar Bears and Dylan Fitz. Playing it down low. Luke Boca tries to backhand it into the corner. Brazola got a piece of it. Loose towards the dot. Orlando pokes it into the opposite corner. They'll keep the puck. Brodzinski at the right point. Tries to step around a man. It's broken up by Jacksonville. Not cleared yet. Loose puck at the line, and the Icemen have it again. Howardchuk sends Brazola on his way. Brazola chips in. Elmer's going to be first on the puck behind the Orlando net, but he lost the handle. Ridden off the puck by Nolan Valou. And coming the other direction are the Solar Bears. Jake Transit, defended by Sean Giles. Transit wheels around the back of the net, turns to his forehand. Shot is blocked, comes free for the Icemen. Howardchuk knocks it to center ice, can't get it away from Brodzinski. Now the defense is shining, as things are bottled up in the neutral zone, really for both clubs right now. Orlando takes it into the offensive zone. Garefa tries to tap it away from Giles. Couldn't get the centering pass away. Garefa gets it back and feeds the line. McGinnis at the left point. Centering feed. Knocked away by Brazola. Comes free for the Icemen and Sean Giles. Giles on his backhand. He'll shovel it high into the air and back to the Orlando line. We're down to 5:25 to go in the second period. Still 0-0. Tyler Bird for Orlando. Pad save made by Brassard. Rebound for the Icemen and Joey Sides. Sides takes his time. Good poised play. Feeding Saka, who will deflect in behind the Solar Bear net. Orlando feeding it off the wall. Tyler Bird chips off glass and out. Evingson knocks it away at center. Good work there by Croy Evingson. He'll take it over the blue line. Nearly got hooked off the play. Orlando gets the loose change, and it's Garefa cross ice for Luke McGinnis. McGinnis off the wall, and then cross ice. Langen handles the pass. Langen on his backhand. Evingson defends and shoves him down to the ice. That's the second time this period that Croy Evingson, just with brute strength, has just been able to push a man down to the seat of his pants. And we've got an icing call against Jacksonville with 4:40 to go, but Croy Evingson is bringing his physical game tonight.
He's a big-bodied guy. You know, he needs to kind of bring that element to his game, and he's starting to get his game developed. He's a rookie blue liner here in this league, but with tremendous size at 6'6", and I think that's an area of his game he knows he wants to work on, and it is an area where he needs to get a little bit more physical, a little bit more nasty at times. I know that they would love to see him add that to his game, as long as he does it in a clean fashion and doesn't pick up a lot of penalties doing it.
Which he has not. Face-off won by Orlando, but taken right back away by Jacksonville. Here come the Icemen. Three-man rush through center. It is Sanchez cutting wide, beats his man, throws it behind the net, centering feed. Trying to get there are the Icemen. They will hold it in. Sacco to the blue line. Poking at it is Jazwal to hold it in. That was a dangerous situation, but the Icemen hold the zone. Now it's tapped away by Orlando, and it does come free to the red line. Jazwal looking for Harris. On a deflection, it goes into the Orlando zone. Brodzinski behind the net. Mikulchuk got a piece of it. Not enough to maintain possession, however. And the Solar Bears break through center ice. Tufto over the blue line, defended by Pearl. The linesman actually got in the way there, too. That actually set a screen for Tufto to get it into the offensive zone with possession. Tufto at the right circle. Wrister in a screen, deflects into the slot. Forehand goes wide. Harris with a nice play defensively. Or was it? They're saying it's a penalty on Jacksonville. There's the touch. And Harris, I think, is going to be the man going to the box. Are they sending both, maybe? They're sending both. Maybe there's an embellishment on this? I don't know. Are they sending both Jacksonville players, maybe? That's the other situation, and that could be deadly.
Yeah, I think they are. Because there was while the delayed penalty was going on, Harris tripped down a man as well. I'm surprised he's taking both, but he is.
Wow, so what a situation this is for Jacksonville.
Yeah, not one they want to hear. It's going to be 2 minutes of 5-on-3 action here, Arlie, in a scoreless game. This is just tough to see here, as good as both teams have been.
And it's been a penalty-free period after 5 penalties were called in the first period. So just when you thought that things were calming down, then all of a sudden you get back-to-back penalties in the same whistle. They're showing Matty Conti right now with the finger up. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, and Marty.
Oh, man. Yeah, Dr. Evil and Mini-Me.
Craig Martin there. I love it.
Oh, man, that's fantastic.
Selfie World Jax is on full display right now. So at least we get some laughs before this 5-on-3 short-handed situation. But
man,
that is an extremely difficult call to make. Yeah, 2 penalties on Jacksonville simultaneously in a 0-0 game late second period.
Yeah, this is a tough spot here. We've seen this team deal with it before. Lengthy 5-on-3s they've had to kill off. They've done it to perfection here, but here in a scoreless game, they're going to be asked to do it for a full 2 minutes. What a tough spot here.
Solar Bears win the face-off as well. Brodzinski, cross ice for Volou. Defended by Lodermeyer. He's the only penalty killer for Jacksonville. Also out there, Giles along with Zach Berzola. Orlando puts a shot wide. They get it right back. Brodzinski, cross ice for Langen. Can't get it away, and Jacksonville will clear it out. Lodermeyer got enough of it to knock it into the Solar Bear zone. I'm surprised that they stay on the ice to penalty kill. I thought Lodermeyer was going to try and hustle for a line change. Orlando takes it back into the zone. 5-on-3 for a full 2 minutes here. It's down to 1:22 left on that time. Volou fakes the shot. He'll feed Tufto. Loses the handle. Giles gets a piece of it behind the net. Solar Bears get it back. Brodzinski at the right circle. Feeding it down low for Langen. Langen, high slot for Volou. Rister goes wide. It comes off the end boards for Langen. Volou has it back with 1:02 to go on the 5-on-3. Langen, one-timer, save made by Francois Brassard, and no rebound. The draw will come to his left.
Well, we're halfway through the penalty kill here, Arlie, and we have seen it. This team do these lengthy 5-on-3s several times, and what happened after they did? Well, they had a good momentum shift in the game. This is one of those moments here. Still plenty of time. Don't get me wrong here for Orlando to pop one in. But it is an opportunity for Jacksonville if they can try to build off this, if they are able to get this kill, and they've done it several times this year.
So the Icemen get a face-off. They also get a chance for a line change. That is big, as Abbott Gerdukas now on the penalty kill, but the Solar Bears win another draw. It is Brodzinski feeding Sean Element. Brodzinski switches places with Volou. Left circle, it's Tufto. Brodzinski fakes the shot. Tufto at the bottom of the circle. Looks for a man to feed to. He's got nobody. Finally, it's Brodzinski. Rister is blocked by Jazwal. Deflects towards the line. Gerdukas will play it out to center ice, and then he'll play it even further back into the Orlando zone. Excellent work by Roshan Jazwal and Abbott Gerdukas. But back into the zone is Orlando. Skating in his Tufto. Save made by Brassard, and no rebound.
Well, that time they needed the goaltender there. They got beat. There was a 2-on-1 that developed down low. They went for it, but again, Brassard bailing out his defensive unit there. Great job by Jaswal blocking that shot out. Now there's 25 seconds left here. Great penalty killing here, and you can see Orlando trying to work it to those point men, those shooters, Volou and Brodzinski. They just can't get them with an open lane to shoot it.
If the Icemen can win this draw and clear the zone, it could take away most of the time left. Scramble for the puck this time. Time is being killed here by Zach Berzola, pinning the puck along the wall. Orlando's trying to pry the puck free, but Berzola is doing a sensational job right now. He does not want to move an inch. Finally, the Solar Bears get it free. 5 seconds left on the 5-on-3. It's McGinnis at the top of the right circle, feeding Garefa. It comes back to Brassard. He'll cover it up. The time has expired, and the Icemen have killed off a 2-minute 5-on-3, and the crowd goes wild, and deservedly so.
Yeah, they did it again. Unbelievable, Arlie. And again, this club, their penalty kill has just been unbelievable this all season long. And they've been in these situations so many times, and they've really been able to rally around it here, and great job, and the fans recognizing that, coming to their feet here in appreciation of the efforts on the penalty kill. It remains scoreless here with 1:42 to go. That was a key moment here, potentially in this game, Arlie. When it's all said and done, we'll see if it plays a part.
Solar Bears 0 for 5 on the power play tonight. Orlando gets another shot towards net, but it goes off the side of the cage. Loose behind the Jacksonville net. The Icemen are not out of the woods yet. They really need to try and get the puck out, and they do. And we are back at 5-on-5. Orlando with the puck at their own blue line. McGinnis feeding Chaykovich over the line. It is Orlando. What a great back check by Abbott Gerdukas. That sends the Icemen on their way with a 2-on-2 with Howarchuk leading the rush. Howarchuk centering feed, unable to get the shot as Elmer. He was held up well by McGinnis, and Orlando plays it to center ice. Down to 1:08 to go in the second period. Still 0-0 after a 5-on-3 penalty kill for Jacksonville for a full 2 minutes. Icemen in their own zone. And sending away Gerdukas. It's 2-on-1. Elmer for Jacksonville. Centering feed. Forehand. Save is made. What a stop by Barone. Comes free for Jacksonville at the blue line. Able to hold it in. Yes, are the Icemen. But now it's Brad Barone's turn to play hero with a sensational save. Orlando with a drop pass in the offensive zone. Save made by Brassard on the wrister from McGinnis. A goaltending display here in this second period. I don't recall a single period where each goaltender was as electric as they were today.
Oh, they've both just been phenomenal here today. This is just sound efforts here by both goaltenders. They are making the saves here, Arlie, and again, it's scoreless because of the play of both guys. And good defensive play, but man, these guys are putting on a highlight reel here and both are vying for some of those ECHL saves of the week. We got some good material here out of this game.
Jacksonville clears the zone, could be icing, it will be icing. Clock stops with 31.3 seconds to go in the second period. Coming up in the second intermission, we're gonna have your ECHL Plays of the Week brought to you by Jason Miles of the Wichita Thunder.
Malsey.
Yeah, veteran of the ECHL circuit. They got a couple of them out there in the Mountain Division. Tommy Daniels comes to mind as well in Allen. Maybe Colin Shuck as well, perhaps. I don't know. You would know better than me.
Colin's he's relatively young in the league, but boy, he does a great job. Colin does a fantastic job there in Idaho, and they've had a good line of broadcasters there in Idaho. Will Heineke and then of course Brian McCormick, and now following right there is Colin Shuck. But yeah, he's a little younger in the game, but does just a great job. Really good to listen to.
Maybe one final rush into the zone for the Icemen. They'll tap it into Orlando's zone. 12 seconds to go in the period. Solar Bears look to clear out. Jazwal got a piece of it. Orlando tries again. They chip it off glass and out. Jacksonville's calling for a delay of game, but I don't think they're going to get it. Luke Lynch now jawing with Michael Brodzinski. It does at least create an offensive zone face-off for Jacksonville with 7 seconds to go in the period. Draw will be, I believe, to the right of Brad Barone, who's been spectacular tonight, but not quite as spectacular as Francois Brassard has been.
Yeah, Brassard, I think, has had to make the more challenging of saves here in this game. Now, don't get me wrong, Barone made a really good one on that 2-on-1. That was a good-looking opportunity for Jacksonville, but I think Brassard's been called upon a little bit more to bail out some situations, and he's done just that.
Elmer off the draw, got a shot away and just missed to the stick side. Orlando clears it out to center ice, and the time will expire. That is it. So 40 minutes of hockey, and still nothing has beaten the goaltenders tonight. Francois Brassard has saved all 20 shots that have come his way. Brad Barone is 18 for 18 on the Jacksonville shots in this one. Shots on goal in that period, Orlando with 10, Jacksonville with 9, but that was just a goaltending display unlike anything that we've seen before in quite a while. I mean, that was sensational from both of these tenders.
Yeah, it was a clinic here. If you're an aspiring goaltender, hopefully you were watching and it got inspired by that. I know both goaltenders just did a phenomenal job here. We just can't harp it enough here that both are playing really well right now. Not even really just tonight, but heading in, and they're carrying that over here. But this is a goaltender's duel. You know, they say you see those in hockey. We're in the middle of one right now,
yes.
Arlie, heading into the third period. This should be really good here, and the stakes are going to be a little bit higher next period because the way it's working out, really the next goal in this game, which will be fittingly the first goal in this game, could loom large the way it's playing out.
Well, we'll take a break right now and come back in a moment. We're going to have your ECHL Plays of the Week. When we come back from that, we'll update the scoreboard around the ECHL, not just the South Division, but we'll go around the entire league for the games that are going on tonight. And then we'll set the scene for the third period as well, because there's a lot of scene to set with this one. There's some drama set for the third period in just a little bit. But right now, we remain 0-0 between the Jacksonville Icemen and the Orlando Solar Bears. Back in a couple minutes with your ECHL Plays of the Week. This is Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 34th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, official signage provider. Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier. Barone Rings, official championship ring supplier. BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2022 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Flow Sports, the exclusive streaming provider of the ECHL. Geico, official auto insurance of the ECHL. The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider. Handbid, the official mobile auction app. Honig's, the official partner of the ECHL officiating team. Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider. In Glasgow, official puck provider. My Grey Group, your source for game-worn jerseys. Sideline Swap, official online marketplace of the ECHL. And Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider of the ECHL and title sponsor of the 2022 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Fans, when you're feeling the freeze, you can grab your Icemen gear at the Icemen Team Shop. Just visit JacksonvilleIcemen.com/merch to visit our online store. You can purchase Icemen team jerseys, t-shirts, hats, pucks, kids gear, and much more. If you're at the game, you can also stop by our merchandise kiosk located in the arena concourse. If you're located out of town but want to show your support for the Icemen from afar, shipping options are available. So visit JacksonvilleIcemen.com/merch to get your Icemen swag today.
Just be confident. Community First makes smarter banking simple so you can relax, knowing you're managing your money the right way, yours. Visit justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey. Feel the freeze.
Hi, everyone. This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game, Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing Face-Up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksicemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubnik. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
Ever wish we could get a new house?
Yes, and Community First is freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days, and they pay closing costs.
Ever wish we didn't hire your cousin to fix our leaky roof?
Just keep mopping.
Ready for a new home? The home team at Community First can help by freezing mortgage rates for up to 75 days and paying your closing costs. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Community First. Love where you bank. Equal housing lender.
From across America's premier AA hockey league, this is the ECHL Plays of the Week.
High slot, slap shot, off the glove, and in! Now toward the net, he scores! He slipped that out to the blue line, shot, scores! Rodney scores! Scores! Oh, it's rewrite the record book! It's a hat trick. He skates in over the line, Deeks shoots, shoots! In the slot, shot, save, game is over!
Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to another edition of ECHL Plays of the Week. I'm Jason Miles, voice of the Wichita Thunder, and your host of this week's best calls around North America's premier AA hockey league. As the calendar flips and the madness is about to erupt, brackets are busted. Let's enjoy some of the best calls around the league. Let's start with an Eastern team heading out west. On Saturday night, the Worcester Railers wrapped up a 6-game Western road trip, looking to improve their record on the journey to 4-1-1. Railers forward Ross Olson was held out of the lineup the previous two nights, but made his presence known in front of a raucous crowd in Boise at the Idaho Central Arena, completing his second hat trick of the season with his third goal.
Railers back deep in their defensive end, right wing corner. McCurdy lays it over diagonally to the near half wall. Koski will float it out through center. It finds Olsen in the high slot, rolling puck. He shoots, he scores! That is a hat trick for Ross Olsen, and the Railers take a 3-2 lead with 17:57 to go in the third.
That was Cam McGuire on 98.9 Nash Icon, the Railers radio network. We stay in Boise as the Steelheads closed out February with a tumultuous tilt with the Worcester Railers for their first weekend series in franchise history. After dropping Game 1 on Wednesday, the Steelheads came back on Friday in a battle of wills for their fourth overtime game in 8 contests, and a fortuitous power play in overtime helped the captain seal the game. Here's Colin Shuck on Sparklight TV.
Brady streaks to his right side. Time and space to work with. Might as well take it. McCauley out to the corner to White. Set up high. Brady thinks about it. Feeds White. One-timer score! Game, set, match! Bilko, the captain on a one-timer, wins it on the power play. 5-4 in overtime.
A.J. White helped the Steelheads earn the win, and after the weekend series, he sits second in the ECHL for power play goals with 10. The Steelheads embark on a 6-game road trip through Texas and the Central Division over the next 2 weeks. Let's head back out to the Eastern region, where the Atlanta Gladiators teamed up with Spit and Chicklets on Derek Nesbitt's 1,000th game celebration. Late in the third period, Nesbitt scored an empty netter on his special night.
It comes out wide. That's Hausinger. His shot gets blocked. At the empty net.
There he goes, baby! Woo! Derek Nesbitt, 3-point night. Keep the change, ladies and gentlemen. What a performance, 1,000 games. Woo-wee!
Nesbitt and his 1,000th game celebration. Mr. Gladiator punches one in the empty net, and it's 4-1.
That was Mike Folta with just a little bit of help from Paul Bissonette, who's with Spit and Chicklets. Atlanta won the game 4-1 against Norfolk. We go south to Florida, where the Everblades won all 4 of their games last week. Forward Michael Neville sparked the Everblades attack on Wednesday, netting his first 2-goal game of the season in a 6-0 win over Orlando.
Playing it in deep, got it around behind the Orlando cage as Barone tries to fish it around the wall. Cut off there, centering feed, chance at the side, score! And it's Neville! And it's 2-0 Florida!
That was Mike Kelly on the Florida Everblades Broadcast Network. We go north to Maine, where the power play has held the league's top-ranked power play for the entire season. And lately, one man has been single-handedly leading the charge. Mariners forward Cam Askew has been on quite a streak as a power play specialist, scoring an extra man tally on Saturday for the 5th consecutive game.
Now Latesta shakes away, feeds the left circle. Santos makes a move, drives in, then up to empty net. Cam Askew does it again. 5 straight games. Cam Askew has scored on the power play as Santos drove the net, and Askew was there to finish it off. The Mariners have answered with 12:45 to go in the first. It's 1-1.
That was Michael Keeley on the Mariners Broadcast Network. Askew's run has pulled him into a tie for the team lead with 16 goals on the season, half of which have come on the power play. The Mariners power play went 5 for 9 on their 3-game road trip last week as they took 2 of 3 from Trois-Rivières and Adirondack. We move further down the coast. Last Wednesday, the Jacksonville Icemen thrashed the Norfolk Admirals by a 7-3 margin. Norfolk would get a chance at redemption on Saturday night at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. In front of a huge crowd, the Admirals stunned the first-place Icemen by corralling their 18th win of the season. Alex Tange registered his second hat-trick as an Admiral with this empty net goal.
Harris comes in, Corson intercepts. Now Tange tries to clear it out. Edingson keeps it in. Good effort by Tange. He's going to have a look. Here comes Tange for the hat-trick. Bullseye! Alex Tange's second hat-trick as an Admiral. His first hat-trick of the 2021-22 season, which will ice the game for the Admirals. And that sends Icemen fans here at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena to the exits.
With 3 goals, Tange now sits tied for 4th in the league with 21 red lights. That was Weston DeWitt with the call on the Admirals Broadcast Network. On Saturday, the Cincinnati Cyclones and the Allen Americans met for their second of 3 scheduled meetings in the Queen City. Both teams were in search of a hero as the contest required more than 60 minutes.
Bean will get it. Left there for McLeod. Matt McLeod will get as many shifts as his legs can take, and McLeod skates through everybody. Breakaway shot, he scores! Matt McLeod in overtime! Fast as the flash, and with 1:29 to go in 3-on-3, McLeod gets the Cyclones a victory.
That was Andrew Mossbrooks on the Cyclones Broadcast Network. Matt McLeod scored a thrilling OT winner for the Clones in front of over 6,000 fans inside Heritage Bank Center to give Cincy the 4-3 win. The Cyclones would go on to sweep the Americans over their 3-game season series. We head back to the Midwest, where the Iowa Heartlanders entered March riding a 6-game winning streak, longest in team history. Fast starts for the Landers keyed their most recent wins versus Fort Wayne in a weekend sweep.
Jake Smith, gotta watch him. He centers it. Soke scores! Ben Soke, it's 1-0 Iowa. 15:26 left in the first period. A wrist shot from the slot, fed by Jake Smith. Landers yank it with Kuffner. Feeds it slot, shot, score! Zach White! 1-0 Iowa. 1:05 in. White from Kuffner.
Iowa never trailed in those wins versus the Comets at Extreme Arena. You heard Ryan Kuffner's name in that second goal. He led the league with 23 points in February. David Fine with the call on the Heartlanders Broadcast Network. We head to the Circle City, where the Indy Fuels have remade their roster as they attempt to climb the Central Division standings, acquiring 6 new players in February in 4 separate deals. 2 of those new additions, Joe Widmar and Brian Lemos, connected on Thursday morning for an early goal against Kalamazoo.
Monda into Lemos, works it low, Widmar scores! Joe Widmar took the puck at the left post, brought it right across the crease, and beat Gorsuch to the glove side. The Fuel lead at 1-0. It's Joe Widmar's first goal as a member of the Fuel, his 8th of the season.
That was Andrew Smith on the Fuel Broadcast Network. The goal marked the first point in a Fuel sweater for both players and led to a 2-1 victory. Lastly, we stop in New York as the Adirondack Thunder hosted the Maine Mariners on Saturday night in Glens Falls. Halfway through the third period, Adirondack found themselves on a 4-minute power play with the game tied at 3.
Benmar throws it in front, looking for Weller. That's broken up. Harper gets it back along the near side boards. 15 to go on the power play. Weller finding at his feet. Masonis leans into it, a drive. Saved by Boutier. Rebound, they score! Sebastian Benmar gets his second of the game. It's a power play goal for Adirondack, and it's 4-3.
The Thunder added an empty netter to hold off the Mariners for the 5-3 win. That was Evan Pivnik on the call on the Curtis Lumber Thunder Radio Network. That will do it for us here on the ECHL Plays of the Week from last week. As we head into March and the playoff push, we hope you enjoy, fans, as we get down to the final stretch of the season. Thank you so much to my colleagues for their great calls last week. I'm Jason Mouse signing off. Enjoy the rest of your week, folks, and take care.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
We are back in downtown Jacksonville, along with Alex Reed, Arlie Johnson with you. We've got a barn burner of a contest. It's 0-0 after 2 periods of play. Not too many chances in the first period for either club, but plenty for both in the second period, and it was just an absolute goaltending display from Francois Brassard for Jacksonville, along with Brad Barone for Orlando. Third period coming up in just a moment, but first let's go through your ECHL scoreboard. We'll start with your games in the South Division. The Florida Everblades hosting the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. I believe it's the first of 3 straight for Florida hosting Greenville. And it's the Everblades with the lead, 2-1, middle of the second period. Jacksonville, of course, hoping for a Greenville come-from-behind victory in that one. The other game that has impact for the Icemen is the Atlanta Gladiators. They're on the road at Norfolk, also for 3 games this week. And right now, it's the Admirals that are helping out Jacksonville. 7 minutes to go in the second period. Norfolk with the lead, 2-1 is the score.
Yeah, it's a great score for Jacksonville. And again, they would love to have some help from Norfolk here this week. And Norfolk is going to have a couple more here, I believe, with Atlanta. So this is a big week here, and the Icemen love to get some help from some of those teams here. They weren't really friendly with each other on Saturday, but now all is good, all is well. They want Norfolk. They're big Norfolk fans here today, and next time they play Atlanta here in a few days.
There are 4 other games around the league. The highlighted game, I guess, the marquee matchup, is the first place Toledo Walleye are hosting the second place Wheeling Nailers. This is a Central Division matchup. Toledo has the best record in the entire league at 33-12, but they've lost 2 in a row, and Wheeling is 3-3 with them in the closing seconds of the second period. Wheeling at 29-19, second place in the Central.
Yeah, good turnaround for them this year, Arlie.
Third period is underway. Orlando plays it into the Jacksonville zone. Brassard himself tries to clear it out, but it's held in at the blue line. Slapshot is deflected behind the net. Jacksonville pulls it away. Sacco golfs it off the glass and out. Foot race for the puck. Gerdukas trying to beat a man to it, but Valou has him by a stride. And Nolan Valou will circle the back of his cage and outlet Tyler Bird with the feed. Berzola lost his stick on the play as Orlando clears it in. Trying to chip it ahead is Verobe for Elmer. Elmer with the outlet pass for Joey Sides. He had it poke checked loose. And here comes Orlando, possible 2-on-1. Bird with a wrister. It goes wide to the far post. That was a dangerous situation as the Icemen now try to clear it away. And we've got a whistle and a hand pass will be called against Orlando. You want to make sure you're doing the smart things defensively here, Reader. And that was a neutral zone turnover from Jacksonville that resulted in a 2-on-1. You can't allow those kind of mistakes when you're 0-0 in the third.
No, you can't. Again, we saw a couple times where there were some issues there, especially even in their own end. And the Icemen do need to tighten that up. There's a good stick check, though, by McGinnis at the blue line to push it back with a little bit of force, and it led a quick rush the other way. And again, Tyler Bird was in on the assault, and he has scored some big goals against Jacksonville the last couple of years. So he's definitely not a guy you want leading the charge in one of those rushes either.
Orlando, right off the draw, will be called for an icing from their goaltender. Brad Barone tried to outlet it to center and had nobody. So exactly 1 minute into the third period, 0-0 hockey game. Jacksonville will send out Luke Lynch with James Sanchez and Joey Sides. Again, no Craig Martin tonight, no Brandon Fortunato. They are missed.
Yeah, one of your top forwards who's got 40 points on the year. And then, of course, as we saw last week, how Fortunato's really changed the dynamic of the defensive core. But hopefully both guys can get back in the lineup here soon.
Jacksonville gets the puck. It is sides, near side half boards. Plays it around the back and drops it down low, but the Solar Bears are there trying to clear, held in by Jazwal. Jazwal had to go off a stanchion as he tried to play it down low, but loose at the blue line, and the Icemen have it again. Sanchez with a shot just wide to the far post. I think he actually had Barone leaning towards the short side, and it redirects all the way into the Icemen zone for Derek Pearl. Pearl outlets it for Luke Lynch, goes off his leg right to Orlando at center ice. Solar Bears will drive it in behind the Icemen net. Brassard rims it around. He's very good with the goaltender stick. He can't clear it yet. Comes loose to his right, and Orlando is on the puck. It is Tufto to the line for McLean. McLean off the end boards. Tricky play on a pass that went indirectly or intentionally wide on the play. Brassard had to be alert as the Icemen try to clear it away. Held in again at the line. Chaykovich, right circle, centering feed, deflected away. Good work there by Roshan Jazwal. He's had a couple of good plays tonight in his Icemen debut. And finally, Jacksonville will clear the zone and play it into Orlando's end. Solar Bears with it. Pressuring is Derek Lodermeyer on Sean Element. Solar Bears wristed off the glass. That goes by everybody. This will be icing against Orlando. As Andrew McLean just wanted to airmail that one. Solar Bears are without a couple of their key guys as well, by the way. No Hunter Fegis again tonight for the Solar Bears. Also, don't forget, they still have Aaron Luchuk in the American Hockey League with Hartford. And as a key member of their club, Jacksonville with an offensive zone faceoff. They try to feed it into the slot, but there's nobody there on the opposite end. Solar Bears get it. They'll dump it in. Verobe tries to shovel it ahead. Evingston now tries to poke it loose. Still loose behind the Jacksonville net. Icemen come away with it. It is McCallchuk for Lodermeyer. Tries to backhand it away. He does get it to center. And wristing it right back in is Michael Brodzinski. Delayed offside here against Orlando, so plenty of time and space for Jacksonville, but Solar Bears clear the zone, and Jacksonville finally pitchforks it out to center. Gloving it down to his stick is Brendan Harris. He finds McCallchuk. Wrister is blocked. McCallchuk takes a man into the corner. Harris is there, 2-on-2 hockey. Solar Bears knock it free at the line. Berzola holds in. Slapper is well over the crossbar. Comes all the way to the opposite side, and the Solar Bears pick it up. Tristan Langen by himself, going wide on Berzola. He'll curl at the circle, leaving it for Gareffo. Stick handles away from a man. Wrister is deflected over the crossbar. It stays in play. Abbott Gerdukis stick handles away from a couple of men. Feeds it for Harris, who will redirect into the Orlando zone. Hustling in on the forecheck is Jake Elmer. McGinnis circles the back of his net. Long outlet pass. Knocked away by the Icemen. It is Croy Evingston up the left side. Poked loose by Orlando. Comes right back to Jacksonville. It's Sean Giles, actually, not Evingston. Stick handling away from one man is Elmer. He'll take it to the blue line. Orlando plays it to center. Jacksonville right back. And a poke check again from the Solar Bears. Trying to keep it in possession for the Icemen is Abbott Gerdukis. He'll drift back into his own line, then knock it off the boards to center. Orlando tapping it back in with 15:40 to go in the third period. Still 0-0 is your score. Joey Sides can't clear. A bomb from the blue line from Lohan goes over the crossbar. Comes all the way to the left point. McLean with a shot from distance. Save is made by Brassard with the pad. And the Icemen will backhand it out. This is going to be icing against Jacksonville. Clock stops with 15:22 to go in the third. Still 0-0. Teams are getting some chances, but it's actually been more in Orlando's period than Jacksonville's thus far, Reader. Unusual because the Icemen usually play so well in the third period.
Yeah, it's usually their period as far as like stats are concerned, and they seem to lock down the period, but it seems as if Orlando's getting some chances, some rushes. I think it's been too challenging, but they've been really good with their stick work. Lots of stick checking going on. That's created some turnovers the other way and some opportunities, so they've been working that part of the game well.
And it's Jacksonville taking it out of the zone off the draw. Elmer brings it into the Solar Bear end. Michael Brodzinski drifts to the right, tries to feed it up the middle. It's deflected by the Icemen. Here comes Jacksonville. Sanchez trying to beat his man. Stops at the circle. Valou played it well defensively. Knocked it free for Odin Tufto. And the Solar Bears break out. Poke check by Roshan Jazwal, who's been very impressive to me, Reader, in his debut for Jacksonville. Big 6'3" defenseman, not known for his scoring, although he almost had the only goal of the game in the second period.
He really did. It was so close too. Like you said, just another little bit of speed more might have been enough to get that one to slide past that outstretched leg of Barone.
Here come the Icemen. Great shift by Verobe into the zone. Snapshot, save is made. Rebound to the line. Penalty coming on Orlando, I believe. And then Sanchez whacks away at a man. An Element goes after Sanchez. And then somebody else from Orlando goes after a Jacksonville player. And this really kind of came from out of nowhere. As Verobe is down on the play. He is slow to get up. And it's Steve Alexi that's being separated from a Jacksonville player. I'm not sure who that is. I think it's Luke Lynch. And then Element off the play, going after Joey Sides. And they drop the gloves. Right now, they're just tied up. They're not throwing gloves or throwing hands right now. Well, actually, Sides never did drop his gloves. So will there be a penalty on Element for dropping the gloves?
Just before that, Sides clocked Tufto, and that's what brought Element over to Sides to have a conversation with him. You mentioned Alexi. If there is a tough guy on this Orlando club, he's that guy. He has the most toughness, let's say, and most likely to kind of get in a skirmish. But we haven't seen a lot of this at all here in this game.
Very curious to see what happens with the penalties in this one. Odin Tufto is heading to the box for Orlando for now.
He might have had the initial penalty. Oh, yeah, so Iceman player went down, took the legs out from a Orlando player who took exception to that. That's what kind of, yeah, there was a slash down while the player was down. It was an Iceman player who went down accidentally.
That was Verobe who went down.
Yeah, I couldn't get a read on that. So it was Verobe who went down. And then he ended up taking the legs out from the Orlando player who got up and threw a little bit of a slash, and that's what kind of escalated things here.
2 minutes are on the board for Odin Tufto. And that might be it. The faceoff is going to be outside the blue line, but I believe you're going to be looking at an Icemen power play here. The initial penalty was for sure on Orlando, and I'm not sure if Alex Normandin called anything else for anything.
I just let that kind of ride out here, and more than likely it still would have resulted in a power play, even if he took a couple other guys to the box that were involved in that skirmish. So they're going to let it slide, but Jacksonville with the chance on the power play.
Here's Elmer looking to center, knocked away by Alexi. Cutting towards goal was Abbott Gerdukis. It would have been a very difficult pass to make because Elmer had a man right on his heels, and he never could get that pass to a streaking Abbott Gerdukis. So power play number 3 for Jacksonville. Their other 2 power plays were both in the first period. Here come the Icemen. Harris tries to go wide on McGinnis, knocked away by Orlando and cleared out by Tyler Bird.
Yeah, the Icemen have been trying to skate it in on the wings there, and just losing the board battles there, and not just kind of mismanaging the puck a little bit there, and it's been some easy clears here for Orlando.
And now it's Orlando with a steal. Tristan Langen will stick handle out to center and drop it back into his own zone to kill some more time. Michael Brodzinski up the left side by everybody. It's going to go all the way to Francois Brassard. Brassard leaving the puck for Brendan Harris. The Icemen going with 4 forwards and 1 defenseman as Harris shifts away from Dylan Fitz with lots of speed. Poke checked away by Orlando and cleared out again. A little too much stick handling here from Jacksonville.
Yeah, and another poke check, little stick check there again by Orlando. That has really been the way they've been kind of defending Jacksonville for most of this period. Just a simple little checks there with the stick.
Just 40 seconds to go on the power play now for the Icemen. Verobe just got that pass away. Sends Lynch over the blue line. Lynch is stood up by Brodzinski, loose for Bird. Bird tries to clear at the line. It's held in by Jacksonville, but going back defensively was Verobe, and because of it, Orlando gets the puck. They're working in shorthanded. Puck trickles towards Brassard. He'll knock it free. Solar Bears get it back. Valou behind the net. Jacksonville finally takes over. Maybe one final rush on the power play. 13 seconds to go with a man advantage. It's Joey Sides up the left wing. Tope taps it for Lynch. Coming in is Sanchez. Sanchez to the backhand. Save is made. Rebound is loose. Orlando clears it away right at the goal line. What a stop again from Brad Barone as the Icemen nearly took the 1-0 lead.
And it looked to be the one there early as that puck just kind of wandered behind everybody. And Sanchez getting a good look there against Barone again, coming up with the save to keep this game scoreless, and the power play comes to an end.
Icing called against the Solar Bears. Barone, that was not necessarily what you would call a technically sound save, He just started windmilling his entire body and hoped that he got a piece of it, and he did. He couldn't locate the puck. The puck was about a foot off of the goal line in the blue paint, but Orlando was able to pull it away and clear it out as the penalty expired. So we're back at 5-on-5 with 12 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the third period. And we are still waiting for the game's first goal. Solar Bears win the draw in their own zone. They'll play it to center for Sean Element, defended by Derek Pearl. Element, sharp angle shot, easily snatched by Brassard. He'll hang on. We'll take a break. 12:01 to go in period number 3. Jacksonville 0, Orlando 0. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey on Mixlr and on flowhockey.tv. Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL. Still 0-0 between the Jacksonville Icemen and Orlando Solar Bears. We're down to 12 minutes and 1 tick on the clock in the third period. Draws in the Icemen zone, right side of Francois Brassard. And Jacksonville wins it. They'll move it into the corner. They can't play it away from a couple of forecheckers from Orlando. They'll try the opposite wing. It's Jazwal for Sacco at the blue line. Knocked away by Orlando. They kick it into the Jacksonville bench. And it's actually going to be to the Orlando's benefit. It's going to give them an offensive zone faceoff because of it. Right by Charles Williams, who is backing up tonight, wearing the baseball cap. Abbott Gerdukas on the draw for the Icemen, this time to the left of Brassard. And the Icemen win this one also. James Sanchez, who I think has had a pretty strong game for Jacksonville, tries to feed Elmer. Elmer couldn't quite track it down. Looking for the steal is Abbott Gerdukas, but he couldn't get it away from Element. Element drops it back. It's Brodzinski, D to D for Nolan Valou. Valou loses it at center. Derek Pearl finds Gerdukas. Gerdukas gets it to the blue line. Sanchez pokes it into the corner. Solar Bears are on the puck. It's Brodzinski. Centering feed, Valou. Valou loses it at center ice. Gerdukas tries to get it. Elmer does get it. Elmer by himself for now. He'll forehand in. Barone, not a piece of it, but the Icemen hold it in the zone. Sanchez tried to maybe bank it in off of Barone, but it ended up off the side of the net instead. And the Solar Bears get possession back. Long stretch pass from the Solar Bears. Jake Transit will play it in. It's Croy Evingson. Spins away from a couple of forecheckers, tries to kick it free. He does find Brendan Harris. Harris will try the opposite wing for Pavel Verobe. Verobe off glass, bouncing to center ice. Luke Lynch tries to get there. Joey Sides picks it up at center, feeds it cross ice for Evingson. That's a good look. Jacksonville's into the zone. Evingson with a wrister. That was a tough one for Barone, but he makes the save with the right leg. Rebound and a slapper is deflected over the glass and off the netting with 10.5 to go. That was a tester. I think that Barone saw that one late as Evingson used the defender as a screen.
Yeah, he did. It was a good shot selection there by Evingson to try to take advantage of that. And again, there was a late reaction there by Barone, but he was able to stop it right off the pad. Good job there, good adjustment, but that was a pretty executed play for a shot that was coming so far from the outside by Evingson. He recognized that screen from the Orlando defenseman set up in front.
Solar Bears win the faceoff. They clear to the red line. Jacksonville in possession from there. Looking for the deflection is Lodermeyer trying to find Sacco. Sacco will backhand it into Orlando's end. Solar Bears right back to center ice. Garefa redirects it, looking for Tyler Bird, but Sean Giles, good edge work there to cut the puck away from Bird and move it free to the neutral zone. Now it's Giles again. Excellent work here from Giles. Feeds McCulchuk over the blue line on the right wing. Rister goes over the crossbar, and it comes off the glass all the way into the Icemen zone. Zach Berzola gives chase. Behind his own net is Berzola. He's got a man right on his heels, and the Solar Bears get a steal, but the centering pass knocked away by the Icemen, and here comes Jacksonville with a four-man rush. It is Sanchez trying to go around Valu. Brodzinski takes the body. Finds Langen behind his own net. And Orlando breaks out of their own zone nicely. It's Gorefa over the blue line. Rister is gloved by Brassard. It would have gone well wide, but he'll take the face-off instead, and we will take a break in the action. We're down to 9:31 to go in the third period. It's still 0-0. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey. You're feeling the freeze. You can grab your Icemen gear at the Icemen Team Shop. Just visit jacksonvilleicemen.com/merch to visit our online store. You can purchase Icemen team jerseys, t-shirts, hats, pucks, kids gear, and much more. If you're at the game, you can also stop by our merchandise kiosk located in the arena concourse. If you're located out of town but want to show your support for the Icemen from afar, shipping options are available. So visit jacksonvilleicemen.com/merch to get your Icemen swag today.
Just be confident. Community First makes smarter banking simple so you can relax, knowing you're managing your money the right way, yours. Visit justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA.
It's 0-0. Along with Alex Reed, Arlie Johnson with you. 9:31 to go in the third period. Icemen trying to snap a mini two-game winless streak. Orlando on a three-game winless streak. Jacksonville has the puck at center ice. They have to wait for Jake Elmer to clear the zone before they play it in. Barone will play it out to center ice, and Orlando taps it in. They've got the puck. They've got a 2-on-1. Chaykovich centering feeds. Brassard, another spectacular save with the left pad, pushing from post to post. Orlando tries to pressure again. They'll get it to the blue line. It is McGinnis at the left point. Rister in a screen, deflected, score. And Orlando takes a 1-0 lead with 9:01 to go. Brassard just made a fantastic save just seconds prior, but the Solar Bears come back, and I think it's going to be Sean Element's goal on the deflection. His first goal for the Solar Bears as he redirects it by Francois Brassard and in. And now it's the Icemen who have to come from behind in the final 9 minutes.
I think it was going to be the only way you were going to beat a goalie here in this game tonight, and that was with a tip shot. It's exactly what Element did. He got a piece of it from on the short side post, somehow redirected that one up and around Brassard, who's been fantastic here in this game. And now that we have the first goal on the board here, Arlie, and now Brad Barone can start thinking about the shutout.
Yes, he can. As a matter of fact, Reader, you're right. Face-off is to his right, as a matter of fact. And perhaps he'll be under some siege here in this sequence as Jacksonville wins the face-off. It's Pavel Vorobey, walks the line. Rister is blocked, knocked out of midair by Orlando. They'll play it away, and it's going to be icing against the Solar Bears. I don't think Orlando is going to do anything fancy defensively at all for the final 8:44 here. Just clear the puck as often as possible. I expect they're going to have a couple of icing calls. And if anything, it could actually add to the pressure for Jacksonville, because I think they're going to, just kind of cave back in front of their goaltender a little bit more. Jacksonville gets a weak shot wide of the net right off the draw. Solar Bears win it again, win the loose puck again and clear it into the Icemen zone. Bouncing puck for Jacksonville at center ice. They'll softly bring it into the zone. Speed for Harris. Solar Bears are first on the puck, however. Behind their own net, it's Jake Transit. Turns to his forehand, chipping it off glass and out. It ends up in the penalty box. But no delay of game here because it caught the glass first. And it's going to be a face-off to the left of Brad Barone. Jacksonville now looking for the equalizer. We went over 50 minutes without a single goal here this evening, but the Solar Bears come back and get the first tally on a Sean Element goal, a redirection of a Luke McGinnis shot. And we just got Fang up here to give us a little bit of good luck as well. And perhaps he will put the Icemen on the board with his positive energy. But not on that faceoff because Orlando won it and cleared it. Jacksonville now at their own blue line. It's Zach Berzola leading the charge. Brazola gets around McLean. He'll play it in deep and continue the charge forward. Brazola using his body to try and shield the puck away, but the Solar Bears clear it out to center. Sean Giles feeds to Lodermeyer, who deflects in. Orlando behind their own net. It is McLean around the wall. For Lohan, the team captain. Lohan drives it around the boards. Bird at center ice will backhand it behind the Jacksonville net. Giles is first on it. Orlando with a line change. Jacksonville through center ice. It's Lodermeyer. Onside on the right wing. Beats his man behind the net. Centering feed. Goes off the side of the net. Orlando loose in the slot. At the blue line, can Jacksonville hold it in? Yes, what a play by Brazola. Lodermeyer can't get the shot away. He never could get the pass or shot away. It was well defended again by the Solar Bears. Brazola, though, holds it in. Valou off the end boards. Jake Elmer is going to be first on the puck. Elmer towards the blue line, backhands it away. Couldn't get it free for Derek Lodermeyer, and Orlando takes possession. Long outlet pass. They've got a 2-on-1 element. Left circle, fanned on the shot. Icemen were fortunate there. Jacksonville caught gambling a little bit as the Solar Bears keep it in the zone. It is McGinnis at the left circle. McGinnis circling the back of the net. Feeds it all the way to the blue line. Rister in a screen. Save is made by Brassard. Rebound swept into the corner. Derek Pearl steps in. He'll tap it free for Sanchez. Sanchez back behind his net for Pearl. Pearl up the right side. Elmer tries to redirect it ahead. It is knocked back into the zone by Orlando. Pearl with it with 6.5 to go in the third period. Derek Pearl away from a couple of men. Backhands it right into the door of the Orlando Solar Bears bench, and it ends up in their bench because of it. I literally saw the exact same play last night in the National Hockey League watching at home last night. I don't know if I've seen that in a couple of years, but the door was open and the puck went right into the door. Twice in 2 days now.
Yeah, and once in person there. How about that?
Amazing.
Witness it live.
And we were there.
Yeah.
Jacksonville into the offensive zone. It is Sides onside. Sides tries to center, knocks it towards net. Barone will glove it. It was not on goal. He just wanted the face-off, and the draw comes to his left side. Jacksonville with Joey Sides, along with Brendan Harris and Luke Lynch. Have not seen Ben Howarchuk in a while, Reader. Not sure if he's on the bench or not. I don't have those eyes like I used to. But he would be an asset to have here. Jacksonville gets a shot away. Blocker save is made by Barone. Rebound into the far side half wall. Orlando cannot clear it. It goes behind the net. Jacksonville plays it down low. McLean up the wall. Redirected out by Transit. No icing. Jacksonville with it in Pavel Vorobey. Feeds it to center. Solar Bears get it back. Look out. Comes towards the Jacksonville bench, but it stays in play. It ended up going off the boards. The Icemen with an indirect feed, but that's picked off by the Solar Bears and chipped ahead. Vorobey knocking it free from Luke Boca, but he didn't clear the zone. Held in by Dylan Fitz. Sharp angle shot. Brassard got a piece of it. I think that puck was on target from a near impossible angle, but Brassard got it with the right shoulder. Icemen with control at their own blue line. It is Evingston, wing to wing for Vorobey. Orlando steps up. They'll steal it. They've got some jump in their step right now. Bird with a wrister. That's deflected wide. Comes free for the Icemen. Trying to play it away, but at the blue line, it's held in by the Solar Bears. Wristing it behind the net. Tyler Bird feeds it to the line. Valou with a wrister that goes well wide as McCallchuk finishes his check. Lodermeyer tries to clear. Solar Bears hold it in. Evingston gets a piece of it, but Tyler Bird holds it in. Tristan Langen turns to his forehand. Centering feed. Goes through the slot. Nobody home. Solar Bears again hold it in. And Jacksonville is really hemmed in with 4:46 to go in the game. Jacksonville trails 1-0. Solar Bears with some great pressure and killing valuable time on the clock. All the way to the blue line. Orlando can't handle the pass. And it finally comes out to center. It's Nolan Valou looking for Brodzinski. Langen redirects in. Line change for both clubs as Let's Go Icemen is the chant from the Jacksonville home crowd. 4:23 to go in the game. 1-0 Orlando. Solar Bears with a steal at center ice. They'll tap it in. Odin Tufto to his forehand side. His feed is intercepted by Elmer, but he couldn't clear the zone. Orlando gets it back. Chaykovich with a wrister. That goes off the outside of the net. Chaykovich feeds the blue line. Alexi around the wall. And again, this is back-to-back shifts here for Orlando where they're killing valuable time. Solar Bears get a backhander away. Glove save is made by Francois Brassard. and we will go to break. But the Icemen are down to 3:54 to go to try and tie this one up. It's a 1-0 hockey game. The go-ahead goal just minutes ago from Sean Element of the Solar Bears. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksicemen.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Hi, everyone. This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Rooms. Experience the popular Vegas-style game, Fortune Pai Gow Poker. Both locations are now playing Face-Up Pai Gow. It's more fun to play than ever. You could win up to $25,000 on a single $5 bet. Come play at either Best Bet location today.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksicemen.com.
Orlando clears out of their own zone. They have a possible 2-on-1 again. Sean Element, who has the only goal of the game. Driven into the boards by Sean Giles. Well done defensively by the Icemen. Giles feeds it up the right side, and here comes Jacksonville with a three-man rush. Gerdukas for Elmer. Elmer back for Gerdukas. Centering feed. Deflected right back to Barone. Barone will cover it up and take the draw. That looked promising for a moment, but Orlando is playing a great effort defensively in front of Brad Barone right now. Orlando out shooting Jacksonville 27-23 overall. And Reader, we're down to 3:15 to go for the Icemen to try and tie this one up and send it to OT.
Yeah, Orlando's done a good job keeping the Icemen to the outside. Jacksonville's had very little opportunities in the middle of the ice, and a lot of that's just because of the good positioning defensive play by Orlando.
Derek Pearl pinches in for the Icemen. It is behind the Orlando goal line. Brendan Harris tries to knock it free. Pearl does get it loose for Sanchez. Great cross-ice look for Jazwal. Jazwal feeding it back down low. It comes all the way around the boards for Harris. Harris has a little space. Turnaround shot goes off the side of the net. Sanchez picks it up. He'll feed it to the blue line. Jazwal with a wrister in a screen. Save is made by Barone. Rebound for Orlando. It is Transit feeding it for Luke Boca. Boca will drop it behind the Jacksonville net. Icemen are first on the puck. Luke Lynch with a man on his hip. Still feeds it for Sanchez at center. Sanchez is onside on the left. Lynch cuts to net, centering feed deflected by Orlando, and it nearly went into the net off their own player. The Icemen would have loved that gift like that one, as the Solar Bears cannot clear yet. Evenson chips it off glass, but it ends up over the glass and out of play. A tough break there for the Icemen. It will be an offensive zone face-off, however, with 2:14 to go in the third period, and we'll watch and see when head coach Nick Luco of the Icemen tells Francois Brassard to head to the bench in favor of a sixth attacker.
Yeah, that moment's coming here, more than likely, Arlie. Here, 2:14 to go, offensive zone draw. We do have a timeout being called, I believe, by Jacksonville, so Nick Luco's going to talk some strategy here. If I'm Nick Luco, be interesting to see if Brassard stays on the bench right now for this face-off, or with 2:14 left, do you wait and see if you get possession and get control of the puck before sending him off? That's always kind of the big question, whether or not coaches do it. Do you want to have that extra guy out there to help you maybe win a battle for the puck, or do you want to wait till you have possession and working it around before you get the extra attacker out there? We'll see what he decides here, but he's got the grease board out. The guys huddled around him, and the Icemen trying to even up this game right now. 1-0.
They could really use a dramatic late goal. Not just tonight, but in general, it's not something the Icemen have done all that much.
No,
they in fact, they only have one final minute game-tying goal in their franchise's history.
It's unbelievable.
It's all the way back in year 1. It was on this ice surface. Jacksonville defeated the Brampton Beast, the now defunct Brampton Beast, in overtime. Cody Fowley had the game-winning goal.
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, the game-tying goal.
Game-tying goal, yeah. No, it's incredible. You think, this being the 5th anniversary year, and then that happens. That's unbelievable, honestly. But, well, it's time. They're due is what you're saying.
They are very due.
Yeah.
Brassard is out of the net. 6 skaters on for Jacksonville. Lodermeyer with a forehand. It is blocked. Rebound for the Solar Bears. Look out. Here comes Orlando. Gareffa to center ice. Thrives it towards the open net. He missed. And so Jacksonville has a life. 2 minutes to go in the game. It is Verobe to the left for Evingson. Evingson will rim it around. Jacksonville will be first on the puck. Lodermeyer tries to knock it into the corner. Stolen there by Orlando, trying to clear it out, held in by Lodermeyer. Shot is blocked, comes free for Sanchez. To the blue line, it goes by everybody. And all the way back into the Jacksonville zone. It'll end up wide of the net as Croy Evingson has it behind his cage. Evingson stops there with 1:34 to go in the game. Croy Evingson to the right for James Sanchez. Sanchez gets by a couple of men and plays it in deep. Penalty coming. It's on Orlando. It's going to be interference on Nolan Valou. And a power play for the Icemen with 1:24 to go.
Yeah, and with the empty net, now you got the 6-on-4 advantage for Jacksonville, and it was the right call. Valou made no effort to play the puck, just kind of clotheslined Sanchez there and prevented him from advancing after the puck as his feet were moving in that situation. So it's the right call. It's an opportunity. This would be the time for Jacksonville. But keep in mind, though, because it's a power play, there'll be no icings here. So Orlando will have that opportunity and cushion to clear the puck and then try to send a long-range empty net shot down the ice.
It's a 6-on-4 power play. Big face off. The Icemen win it. Gerdukas near side wall. Tries to tap it loose. Orlando gets it. They clear it. Well wide of the net. Jacksonville with the puck deep in their own zone. 1:10 on the clock. Can the Icemen get a final minute equalizer? It is Jake Elmer rimming it around. To the right of Barone. Lodermeyer gets a piece of it. He gets possession. Feeds it to the line, but it goes by everybody and back out to center. Down to 55 seconds to go in the game. Evingson ahead for Gerdukas. Gerdukas, a high backhander in to the right of Barone. Barone knocks it behind the net for McGinnis. Brodzinski turns and fires it towards the empty net. That's going to go wide, but again, no icing. 40 seconds to go in the game. Jacksonville down 1-0, looking to send it to OT on a power play. Sanchez at center ice. Dekes away from one man, loses the handle. Elmer gets it back. 28 seconds to go in the game. Jacksonville can't even get the puck into the zone right now. Orlando clears it. They find Langen ahead. Langen shorthanded. He missed. 18 seconds to go. Jacksonville one last chance. The Icemen through center. Lodermeyer over the blue line, playing it behind the Solar Bear net. Lohan tries to clear it. Elmer holds it in. 7 seconds to go. Gerdukas looks to center, finds a man. Great save. Rebound is loose. Forehand. Another save. Mad scramble. Time expires. And Orlando gets the 1-0 victory. You couldn't have asked for a better chance in the closing seconds, Reader. But Brad Barone, I guess, appropriate that he makes one big save at the end to give the Solar Bears the victory.
Yeah, it's a fitting way for this game to end for Brad Barone, as he was simply sensational here tonight and makes the big stop there. Jacksonville certainly threatening there. They had a good look, just couldn't finish. They shot it right into him. Sanchez had some space on that short side, and then another rebound chance came in from Elmer, and then everyone just kind of jumping on top of the puck, and Orlando survives. A late little scare there. Just before that, though, the Icemen were just a little out of sync on their passes, and the routine passes going out of the zone, that didn't help their cause. But man, oh man, did they almost pull it out there in the last second. But unfortunately, Jacksonville falls yet again here tonight.
3 chances in the final 5 seconds. Sanchez had 2 of them. Elmer had the third one. The third one may have been blocked at the end. Either way, it's going to be the Solar Bears getting a 1-0 victory tonight over the Jacksonville Icemen. And credit to their goaltender, Brad Barone, who was your #1 star of the game, saving 28 shots, all 28 shots. And also, don't want to lose sight of how spectacular Francois Brassard was also for Jacksonville. Both goaltenders were sensational. Brassard had a deflected goal go by, and with 9 minutes to go, absolutely nothing at all he could have done about it. And a tough luck loss for the Jacksonville Icemen this evening.
Yeah, it really was. It was just one of those games, and that just, neither team really had much. It was just a defensive struggle. Again, we talked about goaltenders duel. It's exactly what it was here. And how did Orlando score? Tip shot. That was pretty much the only way you were going to beat either one of these goaltenders tonight, was with the tip shot. So that's really how it went in. And Element gets the game winner. And a tough one here for Jacksonville. Again, they didn't play poorly. They defensively they were pretty good. Just again, no goals here to show for much here tonight.
So with the loss, Jacksonville falls to 30, 16, 2-2, still 64 points, still very much in great shape in the South Division, but with Florida leading right now, Greenville 2-1. I'm not sure who is going to have the advantage in terms of win percentage by the time the night is done. My gut tells me that Florida will take the advantage over Jacksonville in terms of winning percentage after this one tonight. Still plenty of time left in the regular season, though. This was game number 50 for Jacksonville. Still 22 more games to go. But the Icemen now on a 3-game winless streak, all at home, which is even more surprising. And they've got 3 more games with Orlando, Reader, to finish things off. They'll play here Sunday afternoon, then again Wednesday night before traveling to Orlando for a game. So still plenty of work left to be done, still plenty of time to try and achieve their ultimate goals. And that is try and hopefully win the South Division and move their way into the Kelly Cup playoffs. That'll do it for this one, though. I want to thank Gemstone Media for their efforts. They always do such a great job. Thank you so much, of course, to our off-ice officials led by Kate Truslow. Alex Reed for you. This is Arlie Johnson saying good night. Tough one for the home team tonight. It was a great game, just didn't go the way of the Jacksonville Icemen. Your final score tonight, the Orlando Solar Bears 1, the Jacksonville Icemen 0. For everybody else involved, this is Arlie Johnson saying good night. Tough one for the home team tonight, but it was still a great night for hockey.